let's go ahead and start streaming. Bum, 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 bum. Excellent connection, that's what I like to see. Get myself a shareable link. Give me 1 second. Post it. Do. Shared. Interesting. I'll have to figure out what's up with that. Not important though. Alright, make chat transparent so I can see it. Discord's being odd. Very recently, when I streamed, what's in here? 2 liters of water. Yes, don't need that. I mean, I need more than 2 liters of water. But I don't need that right now. What I do need is to make some barrels. Oh yeah, I also need to finish my thought. Yes. So, last time I was streaming, Discord put up a little purple circle to show that I was live. It doesn't have that this time. So I don't think it's telling people about my amazing content. One moment. I don't know if I should share a link to Blue Sky. I don't think anybody's actually coming from there. Well, let's make my barrels, and then I'll actually collect my Rift Bloom. Because otherwise I'll get distracted 7,000 times before actually getting to what I'm doing. I should also... 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Stop getting so distracted. I need to go collect some lime. Right, barrels made. Go ahead and put these near the water. I also need more oak, but that's not as big of a rush. Okay. Barrel 1, barrel 2, barrel 3. Gonna fill these up while I've still got water. Oops, put that back. So much to do, so little time. Actually, it's already winter, so I don't know what the rush is. Rush exists at all. Right. What to do? I should try to get more pine cones. Or not pine cones, acorns. Go grab my shears. I need more sticks anyway. Come on, give me this, thank you. Whoops. I'm gonna go ahead and also plant these on the ground just to get them out of my inventory. %dried. As soon as those are fully dried, I'm going to put them in my cellar just to keep them fresh extra long. I should also probably kill that rooster. As well as 2 leather, I need feathers. Oh, there's a walnut. This is a walnut tree. I mean, don't get me wrong. I can never have enough walnut trees in the area, but I need oak. I need to lock the fuck in. Where are my oak trees? I planted a couple in the area. It's all walnut. Here we go. Here's my oak. Hopefully get a good amount of acorns from this. They're not going to sprout until spring comes back around. But look at that, I'm already getting acorns. There's a mod that lets you make coffee out of acorns. I don't know how good that is, though. Also, acorns are one of those tree seeds that really I don't get enough to drop, that I should be eating them. Getting a good amount of acorns now, though. So who knows, we shall see. Probably just get all the leaves I can reach, and then I'll cut it down. Almost. Alright, 1 second. And I've returned. Didn't go anywhere. I just had to mute my microphone so I could cough. I do wonder if my channel's not becoming oversaturated with vintage story. I could try streaming Voices of the Void again. The first time I tried streaming Voices of the Void, I didn't do too well, but I also did not pay attention during the tutorial. So that probably didn't help with my understanding of the game. I could figure out a lot of things, but I could not figure out how to actually collect, like, transmissions from space, which is, you know, the main point of the game. Sweet. Alright, I only need 15 oak logs for what I'm doing now, so that's plenty. I'll even hold on to the acorns, plant them when I feel like they've got a better chance of growing. Put those away. Alright, so in this acorn here, 5 logs. 5 logs in this one as well, and then I'm going to need to seal another 5 logs in there to make strong tannin. But now, I need 50 lime. Rusty dust. My inventory is such a mess. Are you dry yet? Very nearly. I feel like that's going to survive long enough that I can put it in my cellar and it'll be fine. It'll be fine if I can find a space for it. There we go. Oh, I might as well put my spelt in here as well. It's not going bad anytime soon. But if I'm going to be making cabbage dumplings, I need the spelt to be better than fine. I'm going to grab some bread and then find out what I did with my pickaxe. I think it's in my tool racks. Gonna grab 2 of these. Yum, yum, yum. Not as good as my other bread, but I also have quite a bit more of it. Ah, do. Let's go and put this in here. I will collect my Rift Bloom. I need more mana to reach tier 2 eventually. But right now I gotta go collect some, whatchamacallit, limestone. Borax is even better than lime. Make quick lime or whatever. Yeah, but I haven't collected that yet. And the limestone is quite a bit closer than the borax. Now that I know I need leather for spells, I wonder if I shouldn't be breeding hares for, like, small amounts of leather. Well, I'm going to have to breed those pigs eventually. For considerably larger amounts of leather. Where's my limestone? That's just further this way, most likely. I'd rather not cut through the woods, but I'm already on this side. Ooh, some shale ruins. Oh, there's a wolf. I could make more bushmeat jerky, but killing animals makes me feel bad. Yeah, it's going to make collecting the resources I need for backpacks and stuff more difficult. I don't need this, but I will need it sooner than later, so let's start collecting resin as well. I'm sure it was, but I don't remember the limestone being so far from my house. What kind of trader are you? I've already got salt water, so I'm not looking Oh yeah, clothing merchant. I knew that. Clothing merchant, I don't suppose you know where the lime is that I'm looking for? Oh, slowberries are still growing. Only for another 14 days, but I can pick these up. Oh, that one's good for 21 days. So these might be a pretty cold, hardy berry. They're not the best. 60 satiety. They're just as good as black nightshade. Only reason I'm collecting so much black nightshade is to make wine. Hello there, chicken. Do I have a knife on me? I do. I should probably kill the chicken. Sorry, baby bird, I need feathers. For a spell. It won't make sense. Ah, I lost the chicken because of all these darn woods. Can always kill the roosters near my house. There should be 2 of them, unless one of them's already killed the other. Oh, chicken. Stop running from me. Just walk into my wildly stabbing sword. I could also probably make broth with the chicken meat if I get any. Something to preserve it slightly. Waste not, want not. I should get the mod that makes forests suck less. Where are you, chicken? Get out of there. Yeah, too many birch leaves. I mean, it's good for the chickens. It's not so good for me. Or like just general navigation. Claystone. I do think I went the wrong way to actually find the lime. Which does not surprise me. I'll collect this flint, though. That's something I need for sure. Gotta make more obsidian. Which is thankfully something I can make. But it's a bit tedious to do as often as I have to do it. Because the Sanctum is going to require either 4 or 8 obsidian. And then part of the Oculus requires obsidian as well. Stop using tools to break dirt, me. This is a good amount of flint. I do wonder why my brain just stops working when I'm streaming. Unless my brain is always not working, and it's just more obvious to me because I'm trying to talk and do something at the same time. Anyway, there's some lime. I would like some feathers. I'll also need peat in the future. Let's go ahead and collect enough peat for my first couple of candles. A shovel would be handy. Of course, I don't need the conjure shovel spell. I could just use the conjure hoe spell. Since hoes also dig through grass and stuff faster. 19. Grab one more. 22. Good enough. I was about to say that peat is making it really hard to grab an even number of it. But I got there in the end. Oh, fresh raspberries. I am not saving inventory for lime, apparently. I only need 1 full stack, at least to get started. Whoops. Thankfully leather is... leather is time consuming. It's not hard to make. Oh, that's granite, not lime. Unfortunate. Let's head back home where the lime actually is. I can also drop off these raspberries, and if I'm lucky, find a chicken or two on the way. Because there's definitely lime over there somewhere. Oh, great. Yeah, fine, fine. Let's fight. Come down here where I can actually hit you, coward. They're definitely trying to cast spells more often than they're physically capable of doing so. Okay, let's try to carve him up without... picking up that axe again. Nothing good. It's not bad either. Where is that rooster? Dog Rose? Oh, I need these. Oh, hey there. Sorry, rooster. I'm just bad at killing things, apparently. Not only does killing animals make me feel bad, but I'm bad at killing animals. Where did it go? There it is. Come on. I just need a couple feathers. Like 2 or 3. Rooster, come back. Sorry, buddy. Hello there. Oh, Bumblebee, that's a familiar name. Oh, 14 feathers. I can't do a whole lot with a single piece of chicken, but I'll take it with me. Don't want to be wasteful. How are you doing, friend? Shut up just in time to watch me murder a chicken that didn't deserve it. I mean, that one was a rooster. I think chicken covers both of them, though. Like, they're all chickens, and then there's hens and roosters. I'm learning technical terms. Or I'm rambling like a lunatic. But I suppose both things could be true. Fine is good. And things are kind of tough, basically everywhere. So if you're doing better than could be worse, then I'd say you're doing alright. Now, is this lime or granite? Based on my distance from the other granite, it's probably just granite. Make a nice granite countertop. Whoops. Oh, unpunished. Oh, it's andesite. I'm blind, apparently. Now that I know it's andesite, it does look awfully blue. Could just make a granite countertop. Obviously, I can't make a granite countertop out of the andesite. That would be absurd. Are you black nightshade? No, it's bitter nightshade. What is that animal? Was that a rooster? A wolf? Oh, it's a hare. Oh, sweet, more resin. I'll be making candles before you know it. I need to make more seed oil, though. Oh, there's a wolf. Wolf, I do not want to kill you. Just turn around, and we'll pretend we never saw each other. Oh, yeah. It's weird seeing ivy not attached to a tree. These berries are inedible. I've got inventory space, though. I'll take them with me. I mean, technically, I can eat them, but they will rot. Fresh for 15 days. I'm gonna have to wait for a while for those to actually rot. Oh, sweet. I don't have the inventory space. Ick. Cabbage seeds. Cassava seeds. I appreciate the compliment. I suppose being crazy isn't the end of the world as long as people like how you say the crazy things that come out of your mouth. Alright, out of all of these, I want the rice and the cabbage seeds. The cassava and ivy berry, unfortunately, have to stay here. if you ever get the chance to buy this game, and I don't know what it like that, considering this game you can just sort of buy whenever, I would totally recommend playing Vintage Story. If you enjoy Minecraft but think, hey, what if this game was actually good? The game you're thinking of is Vintage Story. I'm playing with a lot of mods, so you're probably going to see weird stuff in this stream that doesn't accurately reflect the game. Nope, this is not Minecraft. What the hell? That wolf is just running from me. I mean, I prefer when they run from me so I don't have to actually hurt them. I've never seen them do it so blatantly. Bunch of flax here. I'm going to mark it since a lot of it's ready. Whoops. Save it. Nah, Vintage Story's got just the most immaculate vibes that Minecraft wishes it could have. Everything is a tiny bit more difficult in this game than it is in Minecraft, but it's also more rewarding in a lot of ways. Like, I'm out here looking for limestone, which I've found in the past. I just need to stop being stupid, so that I can create lime water and start making leather. I've already got the tannin going. So everything is technically already ready. If I can find and kill another bear, that would benefit me greatly, because I need their hides. But I'm also pretty bad at killing bears. My character is faster than wolves because of the class that I picked. My character's a rust mage. But bears are really fast and they hit hard. I don't know how accurate it is that bears are faster than wolves. I know bears are fast. Alright, I gotta head back to my house. Well, if we're unlucky, we'll see a bear. Although I do need one. So for lucky, unlucky, we'll see a bear. Is this flax almost ready? Oh, a lot of that flax is ready. Nope, scratch that. It's just almost ready. I've been feeding my chickens flax breadcrumbs. So if I can get more flax, I need it. More resin. Give me the resin. Thank you. The bears are pretty big. And that's even considering that my character's not as small as you would think a kobold would be. And turnips. Oh, there's another chicken. And there's a drifter. That's a dark drift. I'm not used to those being as dark as that one is. Yeah, chicken. I only needed like 4 feathers and I've got 14 now, so you get to live. It would be nice if this lake would just hurry up and freeze over so I can walk across it. Are those lingonberries? They're not ready, but yes. Yes, they are. Anyway, let's try to avoid going for a swim. Don't worry about the sounds the ice is making. It's fine. Ow. Oh, I'm starving to death. I'm not surprised. Yeah, I hear ya. If only my character could just die a little quieter. Let's go ahead and put the raspberries in here. Eat that. Put the other one there. Are you wine yet? No, still just juice. I'll also put my single piece of chicken in here. There we go. Bow. Don't look at my organization, if you could even call it that. Where are my bones? I already have bones. I would like to keep them stacked together. But I'm blind, apparently. Alright, it's already getting dark. And I've accomplished neither of the things I wanted to accomplish. I was pretty sure that the limestone I'm looking for is closer to my house. Are you ready? No. And to get crops in this game, you have to find wild crops. And if you're lucky, they're going to already be mature, so you can get some of the crops as well as the seeds. But for wild crops further from your home, you're going to have to, like, just bite the loss and hopefully only get seeds. Sometimes you can break a rare crop like peanuts and just get nothing. And peanuts grow quite a bit further south, which sucks because I'm going to need to get some. I mean, it's hard to get food in the winter. It's not that hard to make a bunch of food beforehand. And if you seal it in a crock and keep it in your cellar, you should be totally fine. Oh, hell yeah, limestone rock. A lot closer to my house than where I went. I've also got chickens that are going to keep producing eggs, but only if I feed them. And fortunately, I do have... Oh, no, that's lead ore. I don't want that. I've got a bunch of breadcrumbs made up for them. Which is a modded item, but you can still keep seeds. Or not seeds, grain. I'll have 50 of this before I know it. I'm going to have to grind it up in the corn, though. I was hoping for an even 50, but I'll take this since it's getting dark. Now, if you are going to play this game as close to vanilla as possible, I would totally recommend still having a mod called Expanded Foods. It's not game-breaking, it just makes cooking a tiny bit more rewarding and involved. Like, the amount of effort it takes to make some food is pretty staggering. But that food is also really darn good. And it's a lot of fun to just kind of make stuff. How you doing? Can be milked, but will become aggressive. That's a lie. I can't milk my sheep yet. To get animals to a state that you're able to milk them, you have to be like raising them for like a couple generations. Or, what I'm doing is I'm trying to make a spell. Definitely not vanilla. Magic isn't in the vanilla game. I mean, it kind of is, but you, the player, can't use it. Which is a bit sad. I love playing as a mage when I can. Although, even though the game calls them, or not the game, the mod calls them rust mages, they're a lot similar to what I would call wizards. Like, they're just wizards. Oh, there are plenty of monsters. I just haven't seen any in a good bit. Rift activity is medium, so they're out there. I also don't have a roof, if you look up. No ceiling either, for that matter. So some of the monsters come in to find me. None of them are that threatening, though. Or at least not so threatening that I feel the need to make a roof. One of my usual viewers, Vicar, usually just tells me to make a roof. And if they do that another, like, 37 times, they'll probably make a roof. Oh yeah, so windmills are a lot of work to make, but they do make it to where this is automated. I don't have to sit here and hold this like this. I'll probably be making a windmill sooner than never. No, I don't have a roof. I wanted to make a slate roof, but I for some reason thought shale was the rock you could make a roof out of, and I do not know where slate is. Whether or not you get assaulted at night just depends on the rift stability, or not stability, but the rift activity in the area. If it's medium, low, or calm... Oh, there's a shiver. It's one of the animals that is going to climb over my roof. Or I guess lack of a roof. There it is. Ow. At least knock first. I do feel bad for them. They're kind of cute. Anyway, back to what I was doing. That's probably not going to be the only shiver that jumps through my roof. I don't know why I keep saying jumps through my roof. They wouldn't be doing that if I had one. Not a fan of shivers. They've got spider-like qualities to them, but I think they only have 4 legs. They make some wild noises, though. I wouldn't mind a pet shiver. I have a pet drifter, but I have to summon it. I can probably do that. Manual of Magic. Pets. Merple. I put it to a vote and my chat decided to name him Cowboy. Oh, which was a what? This thing that's dead on my floor now is a shiver. They're like these weird, fucked up temporal dog monsters. This guy is a drifter. This one is friendly to me because I summon him using magic. He won't help in combat though. But drifters, for the most part, aren't dangerous. The surface ones, anyway. Drifters that you find deeper underground or during temporal storms can hit a hell of a lot harder. Unless I'm mixing things up, I believe the strongest is the double-headed. But if you can keep a distance from them, they really just throw rocks, which doesn't not hurt, but it's not that dangerous. Oh, I hear a sentry. Would you not? I don't have a lot of space to fight you in my house. And it's dead before it can become a problem. Once again, all I have to do is make a roof, and I won't have to put up with this. But it's funnier to me to live like this. Unfortunately, I did not find the bear I was looking for, so I only have 2 large hides. I only need 2 leather, and I'm going to get way more than that. But the more leather you can make at once, the more efficient it is time-wise. Alright, that's all I need for now. Yoinky sploinky. There's a lot of drifters over there. Oh, there's like 2 over here as well. Don't throw rocks at me. Alright, 1 dead. 2 dead. Oi! Don't come over here. I swear they see an open door. Oh, I need to go back in my cellar anyway. Ow, rude. Oh, there's a both on. Rude. I don't know how that one made it into my house. Run for it. Oh. I guess they're just in my cellar. You want to avoid dying as much as you can. Yeah, it is a lot colder down here than it would be if I did have an actual roof. Only 2 large hides. I wish I had more large hides. Nope, that's all I got. Alright, let's go back up there. I've got a ton of stuff in my basement that shouldn't be. I've got everything but bandages, basically. I can make bandages, but I'm not going to because I'm stupid. Let's go back up. I'm also going to keep my feathers in my cellar. It's not where they go. Yeah, monsters shouldn't be able to spawn in my basement. But my guess is that that rift is close enough. Put you in there. Run for it. Yeah, that rift is definitely close enough that they're spawning down here. Actually, you know what I shouldn't do? Is I shouldn't sleep while damaged. Let's go ahead and eat these bandages, which is how that works. I'm not applying them. I'm consuming them. There we go. Now I can sleep. I should eat anyway, but I'll be fine. Unless something does spawn down here and rudely wakes me up. What's funny though is that my character's asleep right now, and you can actually eat and sleep at the same time if the food is already in your hotbar. Nope, that's just cowboy. Oh, it's one of these dudes. Ow. That wasn't very nice. I don't think it dropped anything. Are you alive, cowboy? I'm just going to use more bandages. I don't know what that thing was. Just that it exploded in here, dealing a lot of damage. Everything's otherwise fine, which is wild. Anyway, James, how was that for a peaceful night? Cowboy, could you be more careful while I'm trying to fight monsters? I'm confident that the only thing that can kill my own pet is me. And well, it's not dead permanently. If I killed my own pet, Merple would kill me. Oh, it's a... Why is everything attacking me at once? Shiver, back off. Go away. Normally you'd want to be carving these monsters with a knife, but I've been doing this long enough to know that they're not going to drop shit. I do wish the monsters would fight each other. Give me a break. I do want to kill that Earth Sentry dude. You, get over here. Or Earth Drone. Alright, now that the drone is dead, I need you to die. Alright. Well, things are calmed down around here considerably. I don't have a knife on me because I'm... Oh, I do have a knife on me. Look at that. I was about to say I don't have a knife because I'm stupid. But I did. Those things are called bowthorns. Aw, I didn't have shit. They don't even do that much damage, but their aim is incredible while I walk into my own berry bushes. Alright. What's rift activity like? Only medium? That was a lot of chaos. Funny though. Well, if I'm not actually going to find anything else out here, I can try carving some of my random kills. Most of them I've already despawned. And the one I did try carving had nothing on him, so I don't bother usually. Even when they do have something, it tends to just be a single piece of flax fiber. Which isn't useless by any stretch of the imagination, but it's not good either. Just gonna eat another 2 of these. And then I've got to harvest my Rift Bloom. What are you doing, cowboy? 1 moment. Come on, cowboy. I shouldn't be leaving my doors open like that, but I gotta open them to let cowboy through. Insufficient mana. Oh yeah, because I died. It's kind of annoying, but I guess we'll meditate. I don't have anything to meditate on. Can I meditate on the crucible? No. Let's go ahead and just meditate for a tiny bit. Or I'm gonna feed my chickens, and then meditate in there with them. Because my chickens love meditation. Just some guided meditation with the girls. Girls' night. I don't know where Cowboy is, but I'm going to assume he's fine. And Cowboy doesn't constantly get stuck in holes. How you ladies doing? Oh, they've still got some eggshells. I'm not going to pick those up because we're going to do some guided meditation. Whoops. Gotta sit down for a couple seconds before you start meditating. There you go. That weird sound is how you know it started. Probably shouldn't have that hidden so I can actually see my stability. HG. Just breathe in. And out. In through your ears. Oh, starting to get unstable. Oh, there's Cowboy. Hey, Cowboy, this is just where the chickens live. There's nothing in here for you, little dude. Just gonna collect these eggs. And get out of here before anything weird can spawn and kill my chickens. I should also make a pen for my pigs. I guess I could just slightly expand the sheep pen. Look at them, they wouldn't mind sharing. Dairy is one of the hardest food groups to actually get in this game. Got about 12 hours. Will ripen in 6 days. These better actually survive long enough to actually give me some pine cones. The clippings are still going strong despite the cold temperature, so I'm going to assume that dwarf pine does alright in the cold. I also need my raspberries to stop trying to expand on their own. I'm not sure who thought it was a good idea to build just a wall of thorned bushes so close to my house. I've yet to be killed by any of my own thorny plants, but I've taken plenty of damage. One moment. I don't know, I get so phlegmy when I start speaking. If I had to guess, it's because I've been quiet for multiple hours, and then I just start talking a lot all at once. I don't know how one throat can contain so much phlegm. Phlegm. I don't know about y'all, but I'm tired. Just all the time. Tired and old. I should put some of my seeds away. Kniasberry. Seed bins. That's lingonberry. I need that for seed oil. Fresh for 18 days. I can keep that on my person. And my rice, which I don't think I already have in here. I have to fix that. That's all I wanted to put there. Alright. Hopefully everything goes well at the vet. And thanks for stopping in and chatting. Watch time and chat rate are two things that I need to work on. I guess I could just produce better content. But all of my watch hours I've gotten in the last couple of weeks have all been from live streaming. I've got a ton of quote-unquote edited Let's Plays on this channel. A lot of which I put a lot of work into. Like I did a Let's Play of Undertale, where I edited the fun value to witness almost every random event in the game, which normally you could only ever get one, if you get one at all. And nobody's watched it. I also did a Let's Play of Pokemon Soul Silver, where my starter choices were a Misdreavus, a Murkrow, or Arceus, the actual god of Pokemon. And of course I picked Misdreavus. Why would you pick the normal type? Also no views. Which is fair. But the odds of the people who would actually find that funny actually finding the content are basically zero. What was that? Oh, it's another sentry. I can kill it without much difficulty. I just wish they would leave me alone. They're just these dangerous monsters that need a better hobby. I have, however, gotten like 7 temporal gears just from sentries. Arcane Sentry. That one I'm gonna go kill. Normally I prefer when these things leave me alone, but I need more arcane crystals. Come here, boy. Come at me, Scrublord, I'm ripped. I'll hold him down, cowboy. Kick him. Alright. I need a knife. I'm gonna go ahead and just make one. If I can get crystals from this dude, I will be happy. Not only can I decorate with arcane crystals, but I can make arcane mana weave. It's all modded content, by the way, if that sounds strange. Because it is. It is strange. Oh, ba-doo-doo-doo. Where'd that knife blade go? Here we go. Might as well carve this guy up. And then go continue meditation. Heck yeah, small arcane crystal. It's nice to actually get stuff that I need from these dudes. I do need these to spawn these things more often. I don't have any inventory space, but I'll break it. Ow. I don't think I got anything good out of that. Arcanum. That's an empty scroll. Well, I guess if I only get one, it's an Arcanus. I do want the rest of that, though. I'll just drop my rusty dust and shit in here. Shifting fibers. Firewood. Alright, let's go. I'm going to need a lot of these Arcanum. So the more I can get without having to craft them, the better. What tier is this scroll? Tier 1? Unfortunately, I need the mana that's currently being generated. I need to meditate. Hello, Vikar. Appreciate the lurkin'. Busy day at work? I'm having the opposite issue. The last 2 days at work have sucked. The day before yesterday, the truck was tiny as hell. And then yesterday, there wasn't a truck at all. Obviously, I need the hours, but my job is really just to unload trucks and stock shelves. Oh, hello there, Inger. Check it out, I got another one of these crystals. I'm going to need to use these for crafting eventually, but for the meantime, I really like how they look, so I'll keep them in my house. I'll just keep a couple of these on me, because I'm always starving. Where are my eggs? There's my eggs. Stack these with those. Eat some food. Go see if my chickens want these breadcrumbs yet. Come on, cowboy. I wish he would get out of the doorway faster, so I can close the door. Would you all eat faster? They're producing a lot of eggs, though. I really can't complain. I might even need to use these eggs for non-baking related goods. Okay, let's meditate. Do you play a vintage story, Inger? It's a good game. I know some of my viewers actually play this. It's a bit fair to compare, or unfair to compare this game to Minecraft on Minecraft Spot. Despite the fact that I'm playing with mods, I do actually like this game without mods, which is not true of Minecraft. Minecraft, I require a lot of mods to enjoy it, or just playing with a group of friends, but Minecraft shouldn't get credit for that. Like, tic-tac-toe can be fun if you play it with the right people. I guess tic-tac-toe has been around for like 1,000 years, so if it wasn't fun, it wouldn't survive. I also enjoy chess. I used to be pretty good at it. Better Ruins is fun. I found a huge ruin out here. My world generation is going to look a tiny bit odd. Don't question things. Yeah, so this is a huge ruin. Like, the majority of it's underground, too. I was down there, but I was chased out by like 70 locusts. They're the weak variant of locust, so there being that many of them would not be an issue if I had armor. But guess what I don't have? I've got enough iron that if I would just put in the effort to turn it into bars, I could probably already have iron chainmail. Or more realistically, scale mail, I prefer. It's got a tiny bit more debuffs than chain by itself. But it's almost as good as plate without having nearly as many debuffs. I could also, if I had more leather, just make a brigandine. But I've got no leather. Cowboy, what are you doing? It looks like his animations are bugged. They very well could be, but he's just kind of teleporting around. I don't dislike building in Vintage Story. Like, I've got this beautiful house over here. But the thing I enjoy doing the most is just farming and cooking. Is there another obelisk thing in here? There totally is. I've been looking in the config files. I want a way to make these spawn more often. It would be overpowered, but... just let me have nice things. Alright, I should eat. Did anything else drop? Don't waste. Oh, I think I picked them up. Because that's where I've been getting most of my enchanted stone from, as well as the couple of spell scrolls that I do have. Now, Rustbound magic is a ton of fun, but the amount of, like, time it demands of you, I just do not have. What did I just throw? Shifting fiber. I will say that usually I don't set up in this climate. When I play Vintage Story, I prefer to live up north where it's colder. The only reason it's frozen now is that it's winter. Speaking of which, I need to meditate more. I need to hurry up and unlock Tier 2 magic. My monomat from experience is only 34, and I think I need to get that up to 50, which is, you know, a good bit away from 34. I don't think I've got the attention span to build anything really cool like a medieval market town. In fact, I usually just live... Ignore that. I usually just live underground. Don't even need to build hallways if you dig hallways. And while you still have to decorate, you live in a cave, so, like, who's going to be too picky? It is unfortunate that real life requires so much time and energy. It would be cool to get enough people together on a server that everybody's got, like, their own little tasks. Make, like, a little functioning micro-society. Oh, come on. You couldn't have gotten that one, too. I'll just hope I get the seed. Didn't get a seed, shouldn't have done that. Although if I cared too much about seeds, I could get more. As it is, I've got too many. Cowboy agrees. Yeah, I'm going out this far with him. Cowboy, could you not stand where I'm trying to place things, buddy? I wouldn't mind a proper necromancy mod. No such thing exists yet. Yeah, servers are a ton of fun. Unfortunately, real life likes to get in the way. Vicar doesn't have the game, but like a mutual friend of ours, we had like this large server going. There were 8 or 9 of us, which is pretty good. Shark was part of the server. You can eventually see them here. Like every now and then, not eventually. I think occasionally is the word I was looking for. Shark was part of the server. But like I was one of the last 2 people actively playing, and the problem is that I was the cook for the most part, like that's all I did. And took care of livestock. So it's kind of sad still cooking as if I was trying to feed 8 people. All I was doing was watching crocs rot so that I could wash them out and refill them. Thing of beauty. I've got a lot of resources. You know what I don't have is an Oculus. Oh, there's another one of these dudes. I'm going to need to make another Blackguard short sword at this point. Come down here. Yep, I know you see me. And it's dead. Pull my knife out. I should make an iron knife as well. Yes. Oh, hell yeah, another temporal gear. I need that to make my sanctum. Which is the thing, I could not remember what it was called last stream. What's the temporal activity like? Low? Oh, this bottle shouldn't be on the ground. Let's go ahead and move this bottle. I'm not going to put it where it goes. I am going to put it inside. What's your energy level like? It is at 129. Where can I put my Oculus? That's within 50 blocks of that, but not, like, super stupid looking. The Oculus can be moved in the future. That can't be moved. I mean, I'm not going to have that there forever. But if I try to pick that up, it'll break. I think this would be a good spot for my Oculus. I mean, there's no good spots, considering I don't have a real house yet. Where's more of my enchanted stone? Cowboy, what are you doing in my window? How much is that cowboy in the window? Enchanted stone. I wish I was organized. I wonder if I couldn't open my world up as like a LAN thing. Just invite somebody else into my world to organize my chests for me. And then kick them back out. Like, thanks for the help, nerd, but you can't be part of the series, unfortunately. Right, that's 3. Trying to do the math. I need 8? 7? More than 6. I think I need 8. I'm also going to probably need some of this for the Oculus itself. Alright, here. We need dirt. Oh, wow. Put that there. Come on. You here? How much of this did I make? No, I guess that is 8. I would like to know what math I'm doing in my head, because it's not very good math. There's also no harm in turning too many of these into runestone, or not runestone, stone, since I can just turn them back. Alright. Boom! Now I'm going to need the Oculus pedestal here, the Oculus core there, and then 4 more of these things, which aren't going to be hard to craft, just really annoying. Alright, Oculus core is 8 mana stone, 4 Arcanus, temporal gear, well, 4 Arcanum, rustic compound, which I know I've got somewhere, unless I only made exactly how much I need last time, which might be the case. Oh, it's nighttime anyway. I'm gonna go steal that. Hi, are you using this? No? Okay, thank you. I'll put that back in the day so it has it while it's actually working. You active again? Hell yeah, it's active again. Let's go put some stuff in my chests and then try to grab everything I need. Yep, I got space in here at all. I can actually take this. Put that back. I wonder if I could put these in a crate. Surely I can put those in a crate. How do I make a crate? Aged crate. No. Birch crate. Alright, it's a saw surrounded by logs. Or not logs, planks. Logs and planks could not be more different. What the fuck did I do with my saw? I know it's not broken, although I suppose it could be. I don't believe it is. It's just probably somewhere it shouldn't be. Did I break my saw? Are you wine yet? No. Let's check it. Alright. Curable. Oh, it's 3% cured. So that is very slowly turning into wine. Which is good. Because Black Nightshade wine sounds metal as hell. What the hell did I do with my saw? I'm going to need to make another one sooner than never. I'd just rather not have to make a new one now. Could be on the ground in here. That's where a lot of stuff ends up. Oh, here we go. Not on the ground, but it was in here. Do I have any more walnut logs? 3 walnut boards is not going to be enough. Do-do-do. I do like how this isn't even what I was trying to work on. It's what I'm doing now, though. That's oak. I could use oak. Oak doesn't look bad. I'll use oak. Doesn't match my color scheme, but unless I can find the walnut logs, I'm just gonna work with what I've got. And what I have is no inventory space. Alright. Boom. Surely I've got resin in one of these. It's not where it goes, but that is how I organize things. Shoot, I've got a rusty gear in almost every one of these crates. Not a rusty gear. That wouldn't surprise me either. Put my knife down, just so I can pick my saw back up. It is very broken. Put you here. Grab this guy. Put it over here just for now. Can I put these in here? 1 crystallized memories. Here's another. Here's multiple, but they don't stack, which is why I'm trying to put them in a crate. Ignore the one, or the 2 that are very clearly stacked. Sometimes stuff does that. If I were to unstack these, they could never be stacked again. On that note, putting them in there has unstacked them. I don't think I had as many crystallized memories as I thought I did. Here's another one, though. No, I had more rawhide. I could have put those in the barrel. Oh, it's already done. I left my knife in the cellar. Feck. One of these days I'll be more organized. Actually, that's not true. I should stop lying. Oh yeah, let me put this away. Boom. Now I'm like 2/3 of the way to becoming a, or not becoming, but being able to make bags of holding. Scraped hide. Put that in this first barrel. Seal it. What did I do with my oak logs? Here we go. Grab one more of those. Grab these raw hides. I wish I had known that these were in there earlier. I'm not surprised. Whoops. Throw those in there, seal them. And then throw these oak logs in the weak tannin to make strong tannin. That's going to take a whole 3 days, and then I can move it over here, which will be done in 24 hours, so it'll be done first. Unfortunately, my soaked hide will be done before the other stuff, so a bit of a delay. But the real reason I need 2 leather is so that I can make the spell. By the time I have the spell that will let me milk my sheep will no longer be lactating. But that's what happens when you're ill-prepared. Surely one of these already has lingonberry. They're not lingonberry. Knazberry seeds in it. Yep, one of them did. Oh, great. I didn't even notice that I've got some white currant in here. Well, let's be responsible. Turn those into seeds. Any more crowberry in here? Yes. Turn those into seeds and then stack them. How many fucking crowberry seeds do I have? I've got 32 in here, 45 in here. I plan on planting the crowberry seeds as soon as things warm up, though. Gotta store my sticks. Look at that, plenty of space for stick storage. Now I need to go around collecting crystals. I've got a ton of them around my base, but I need them in my pocket. Also, I found my bones. Armor shape. Rusty dust. Where are my shifting fibers? Allow me to be a cautionary tale on why you should organize your feckin' inventory. There we go. Well, that should be more than I actually need. I only have 1 on me, but I'm pretty sure I've got a lot of these crystals somewhere. I think I've just been sticking them over here. And this is probably not even all of them. But it's enough to make several arcanum, which is what I want. I've also figured out how to make medium crystals now that you don't just put a bunch of small ones together. I need to start opening rifts deep underground. Hi, cowboy, you can stand there, just don't fall in. Alright, small crystal, rusty dust, shifting fibers, small crystal, rusty dust, shifting fibers. I do like the sound of lightning every single time I make one of these. That's a bit much. Deeply amusing though. Alright, that's enough for now. I've now got 16 Arcanum. I need 6 to make a not 6. Yeah, I do need 6. I need 6 to make a single rune block, one of these things. So I don't have enough to make 4. I've got more of these crystals I can sacrifice. I don't want to sacrifice the arcane ones, though. I'll be able to craft them eventually, but I can't do that now. And they're pretty, so I'd rather just have them as decoration than something more practical. Also, I lost that white currant. I was going to see how long it's fresh for. Blueberries are going to go bad in 5 days. Swamp huckleberries got multiple. Unfortunately, I never did get honey since I couldn't get bees. In the spring, I'll double check the hive I'm trying to get to swarm. And if it does not work, I'll just spawn in bees. Which is cheating, but it's not my fault it's not working. Probably. Oh sweet, I've also got some obsidian. Where'd the white currant go? It's in here. I've probably already moused over it. Here we go. 20% spoiled. Whatever. I'll just let that become more rot. I hear a rift. Activity is still low. I should put my eggs away. I could also hard boil and pickle those. I feckin' love pickled eggs in real life. They're not that good of a food in the game, but they also keep fresh forever. Obviously, I'm exaggerating slightly. Where's that rift? I can hear it, but I can't see it. Alright, my pine cone, or my dwarf pine bushes, seem to all still be surviving. Is that rift underground? It could be. I also need to figure out how to do the ritual that will close rifts. Not only will closing rifts make it safer around here. Where the hell is that rift? Better not be in my chicken coop. I will blow a gasket if it's in here. Alright, we're good. What does it mean to blow a gasket anyway? Like, obviously I mean flip the fuck out. But like, where does that come from? Am I just being haunted by rift sounds and there's not actually a rift? It sounds almost directionless. Oh, it's over here. I hear a Bowthorn though. Ow, rude. There wasn't a thing floating in the rift. Which is what I was looking for. Just gonna eat another one of these. And then I'll eep. Gotta find more crystals for my arcanism. I don't know what I just said. I'm making multiple arcanis, which makes them arcanum. I've already got 4 primals, and probably more somewhere else, so that's not bad. If I'm careful about it, though, I can also use rifts to my advantage to make more crystals that I can then turn into arcanum. A medium temporal storm is approaching. Can we not with the temporal storms? I swear I just had one. Like I was hiding in my house last stream. After like the first 2 temporal storms aren't that interesting. Whoops, that was a huge waste. Or I guess it was like a small waste. If I'd eaten 2 of my super bread, that would have been a huge waste. Alright, what's rift activity? Low? I can find a rift, though. Probably. You know what I found is a bowthorn. Sorry, buddy. I need to kill you just on principle. Y'all annoy the hell out of me. I'm opposed to random acts of violence, unless it's against bowthorns. Even shivers are at least adorable. Bowthorns are just annoying assholes. Alright, good, that's just the sheep. For a second there, it looked like there was a, drone in my pen. I don't mind the drones attacking me, but they better leave my sheep alone, is all I'm saying. Huge fan of my sheep. I have yet to name them, though. Not that you can actually name them in-game, but we could give them names. Probably not probably not a good idea to name them. Since realistically, I'm going to have to cull the herd slightly to make more space for more domesticated sheep. Otherwise, I end up with a Merple server situation where we've got like 1,000 bison, because Merple will not let us cull them. I'm not surprised it wouldn't let us cull them. But it wasn't very good for the life of the herd to be so darn large. Got to the point that I was moving the Generation 3 and onward bison into the underground farm. Just so that we could continue to breed the ones that are good for what we're doing. Just collecting crystals. I wonder how my salt's doing. My salt might be ready. Oh, let's go and break this. Nothing. Nothing. I need to turn the chance of getting something from these back up. Getting nothing from my hard work. As hard work as this is, just watching rocks change. I don't know. When you need something like this, RNG is really just a big pain in the butt. Sure, I'm messing with, like, ancient cosmic powers beyond my understanding. But it should be more lucrative, is all I'm saying. Let me see here. Light. Cleansing light. Is there? Yes, there is a cleansing light 1. Magic tier 2. Alright, so I won't be getting cleansing light 1 anytime soon. Meaning I'm going to have to use the rust ritual to open rifts underground. With that being a tier 2 spell, I'm going to need medium crystals for it, regardless. Or I can just get really lucky with the Primal Arcanum. This is what Vintage Story is all about. Standing around, watching stuff happen. I mean, usually you're more active in things, but I've done so much active stuff lately that I'm collecting crystals now. This is a 40-hour crystal collection stream. Obviously, I'm not going to stream for 40 hours. Whoops. Stop doing that, me. Like, disregard that I couldn't stream for 40 hours. Since I've got work tomorrow night. Actually, I do have Wednesday off. I don't think anybody would watch me stream for 40 hours, and it would probably lose my mind before we got that far. Maybe do like a subathon, where every new subscriber adds 20 minutes to my misery. couldn't do an hour every new subscriber. Not out of lack of want to do so, but because I've got a job and a housemate. Interesting. No earthworms during the winter. Makes sense. What do earthworms do during the winter? Do worms hibernate? Can I get like an entomologist in here? I believe entomologist is the bugs one, and etymology is like the origins of a word. I could still be mixing them up though. Alright, now we play the waiting game. Stability, stable. Stability, small. What does that mean, game? Alright, so they do have some form of little wormy hibernation. I really like spiders. I don't know that much about worms and other nightcrawler-like things. Oi, you shouldn't be able to spawn. It's the middle of the day. Well, he's going the other direction, so I guess he also understands that him being able to appear is bullshit. Sometimes I do consider just quitting my job and getting into bat conservation. I don't live in a good country to try to get into bat conservation, since even if we were doing a lot of good, the government wouldn't fund us. Oh, look at that. Small rust crystals only stack up to 16. I wouldn't have known that if I wasn't here doing this. And by this I mean watching rocks. I only have 4 concurrent viewers, which is probably fair. I am just watching rocks. But the fact that anybody at all is willing to watch and or listen to me watch rocks is very touching. Super heartwarming. Dang it. I need to turn the chance of getting these rocks up. Oh yeah, the temporal storm. I forgot about that. Do I go inside or do I die out here watching rocks? Right? I mean, basalt is a good rock in general, but also I'm turning them into rust crystals, which not only look good, but I need them for my pottery. That's a joke. I'm not making pottery. I can turn this off. Go ahead and put that back on my roof, because even during the temporal storm, it will be collecting magical energy. I need 250. It's at 138. Also, where's my dog? And by my dog, I mean cowboy. I've lost my drifter. Too bad I couldn't just move my entire crucible in here. Give me something to do while I wait for the storm to pass. I can dismiss and resummon my dog. Pets. There we go. Welcome back, cowboy. Oh, bats are great. Not only are they adorable, but like, they're amazing pest control. And a lot of them are pollinators. As much as I don't like them, mosquitoes are also pollinators. My beef with mosquitoes is primarily because my blood type is O negative. And mosquitoes, for some reason, have a preference for it. I don't even know how they tell. My original major was actually law, and then I changed it pretty early on to English. But my interests are linguistic. However, linguistics is an anthropology course, and even if I did get a degree in linguistics, there is nothing you could do with that. Are you a nightmare drifter? I hope my rift is still out there, so that when this storm is over, I can collect rocks. Nice, nice. I do wish that, like, the layman appreciated sciences more. Like, we all benefit from studies in genetics and, like, microbiology, that kind of shit. But when is the last time somebody's actually taken time out of their day to, like, thank microbiologists? And cells are a pretty important thing to, you know, understand. Temporal storm just died in a muddy board. What is this? Oh, it's my hammer mold. Look how bored Cowboy looks. I can pet him, but I wish I could pick him up. Have him ride on my shoulder. You good out there? I can hear at least one shiver. Do. Oh yeah, I don't have a bowl. I've got a bucket. Let's go ahead and for old time's sake. Oh no, that's my raspberry syrup. I don't want to drink that. I thought it was just raspberry juice. Unfortunately, I cannot put raspberry syrup on my cabbage dumplings when I get around to making that. It doesn't sound like it would be good, but I can't imagine it would be terrible. Raspberries are used in salads all the time. I used to buy this vinaigrette, which I thought was like strawberry flavored, because there's a picture of a strawberry on the bottle, and like it's pink and fruity tasting. Apparently, there weren't strawberries in there. It's like, oh, it goes well with strawberries. Have you ever picked up like a food item and just looked at the picture and it's like, let's just say a bottle of tea, and on the bottle it'll have a picture of like dry tea leaves, and then because there's no tea in there, it just says serving suggestion on the bottle? What the hell does that mean? Serving suggestion. Have you tried just eating dry tea leaves? Won't taste good, but it would probably wake you up. Whoops. Excuse me. I wish I could make like a little pet bed for Cowboy. He seems to be sleeping somewhat comfortably on my hammer mold, but I don't know how comfortable that would be. It's just like a hardened clay mold. Aw. Requires a solid wall to lean at. I wasn't trying to put it down, I was trying to start a fire on my floor. Can't though. I am pretty tempted to just temporarily disable temporal storms. As we've established, this is a safe place. So if all I'm going to do is hide the entire storm, I might as well not have them. I could be doing better things with my time. Oh, Cowboy's awake. How you doing, little buddy? Still having an existential crisis? Spell discovery. Cipher. Spell forge. Maybe once I make a spell, it'll pop up. But nowhere does it tell me that I need a sanctum. Which is why I didn't know what it's called. I could enable that. No, I've got sleeping through temporal storms off. If I was going to turn that on anyway, I would just temporarily disable temporal storms. There is a lot of cool stuff you can do during temporal storms, but I don't have, like, the armor or weapons for it. That I'm getting so many temporal gears from random drones and sentries that I don't really need to be killing the Nightmare Drifters. I could kill some bells, but those don't appear during the storm. I mean, like, if I found a bell, I would probably try hard to kill it, because they drop some good stuff. Bellhead. Just unusable clutter. There is something called a bell-headed shiver, which looks cool. Oh, it's just called a bellhead drifter, not bell-headed. I'm pretty confident. Why does this show up? Oh, because of the description. Shivering, yet somehow steady, seems to endlessly turn a constant level of inertia. Even when resisted. Oh shit, the storm is ending. Gotta type out like and subscribe if you haven't yet. There we go. It's not legible, but if I'm going to beg for likes and subscribes, I gotta do it in a way that's funny. I do need more subscriptions. I have never been so close to 1,000, which is how numbers going up works. Yeah, eventually I'll have some, like, offensive magic. There's a sword that I want, and you can't craft it or anything. You just have to summon it. I guess minus 7 HP is not even that good. It is better than the Blackguard short sword. Thematic workbench only. I do like how it says, oh, you can craft it, but only at the thematic workbench. You can't craft this. So I don't know why that appears there. If I could get a spell scroll for summon Eclipse. It's a really nice looking sword. I'm a huge fan. I guess I could also go mining off camera. And find the admin weapon. Admin blade, here we go. Attack power minus 300 HP. That would be pretty strong. I'm joking, obviously. Actually, I do stupid shit like that all the time. So for the record, I am joking. Could you go away? What time is it, anywho? As I pressed the wrong button multiple times. It's only 7 p.m. I don't want to sleep. But I do want to get out of here. Bye, nerds. Ow. Dude threw a rock at me as I ran. Dude's still throwing rocks at me. And the rift I was farming is gone. Or is it? No, that's a different rift. Break as many of these as I can. Is it still there? It sounds like it is. I can't see it, though. Oh, both one. Can't catch me. Yes, the rift is still there. And there's another rift. Alright, there's at least 2 Bowthorns out here being dicks. We'll just keep juking them. Ow. Gotta break these. I don't even care if I die. Ow. I mean, I'd obviously rather not die. Run for it. Make a bunch more bandages. I can only make 6. Yeah, I mean, minus 300 damage. That's not too OP. Oh, hey, I found you. You're not the only Bowthorn out here. But you're now a dead Bowthorn out here. Alright, that's Cowboy. Go and heal this up. There you are. Should have run while you can, other Bowthorn. What the hell is going on? It's a lot of drifters, but why can't I stab the Bowthorn? There we go. Game is struggling with the sheer amount of drifters out here. Ow, road. Joke's on you, I care about these rocks more than my own health. I should get out of here. There's a shiver now, too. But is it really dangerous if you're having fun? Probably yes. Alright. Unfortunately, it's a little bit too active out there. It's only medium. Why is it so active? But I've now got the ability to make quite a few more Arcanum. I'm just gonna eat my bunch berries. I don't plan on doing anything else with these. These would be better if I cooked them into a bread, but they're not very good to begin with. So I can put better things in bread. Why, I meant to check my salt. How close to my house is that rift? Not worth it. Go to bed. Honk me and all that. Too bad you can't make, like, Eldrathnium armor. I can't imagine it would be very good. Let's eat some food. Gonna grab 5 of those. I'm already running out of my good bread. It's supposed to last me through the winter. As I just wasted 2 of them. Is it safer out here? Not particularly, no. Oh great, I hear more Bothorns. If there's any monster I would remove from the game, it's these jerks. I'm gonna die. Run. There was a thing I want floating in that rift. Problem is that I've got like no health. Where's my pickaxe? Pickaxe. It's not on my person. Oh, here it is. I couldn't see it past the shears. I don't suppose I've got any more flax. I've got shifting fibers, which I can turn into bandages as well. It's a bit wasteful, I think. I think I need a stick for what I'm trying to do now. Yep, there we go. I'll make 8, which is exactly how many I could make. Could have gotten away with just making 7. Anyway, bandage is made. Too bad I have no aqua vitae to soak these in. And boom. Fully healed. Let's go break that thing in the rift. Hello there, cowboy. Ow, shit. Broke it. Look how much damage multiple Bothorns are capable of. And now they're taking damage from my raspberries. And they hit hard, but they're stupid. I mean, I'm also stupid. Those in glass houses and all that. Those items on the floor aren't really at risk of disappearing, but I would like to go pick them up. It is -10 outside. My temperature remains totally fine. Could be warmer in here if I just build a house. Or roof. I have a house. I could be getting higher level Bothorns. I suppose that's not impossible. Alright, why is the stuff in my cellar fresh for so long? Usually temperature down here doesn't matter too much. I mean, I'm not complaining. Are you a higher level Bothorn? Ow. Their aim is just too good. Rare, please nerf. I'm not tired enough to sleep. I guess I gotta go do a lap. If I run this way and then just come back, the Bothorns will probably despawn. Of course, the rift is still there, so they could just immediately respawn. It being winter, my biggest threat should be myself. You know, because I'm dumb. Alright, was it really just some rocks? I don't even think I got another Arcanus out of that. I lowered my stability for no reason. I also didn't have to stand in it so long. Oh, I did get another one of these. Pop that in there. Get in the house or don't. Come on, cowboy, you're like a cat. Oh, great, there's a stability Bothorn in my cellar. I'm gonna kill it. Oh, it's not even a stability Bothorn. That's just a Bothorn Bothorn. No, that was related to my low stability. Let's go and grab some breadcrumbs. Alright. Come on. The game must know that I hate Bothorns. It does seem to be spawning specifically them. How you doing, chickens? Oh, lots of eggs. That's what we like to see. Doesn't seem to be a way to put more of those in the trough faster. Let's see what you got for me. Probably nothing. Oh, one flax fiber. I might be able to make a bandage with that in the future, I guess. You know, I thought about it. Undoing my rituals is probably going to be a pain in the ass with all this snow around. Hey, don't throw rocks. That drifter's shooting at me from through a wall. Can't have nice things, apparently. Even if all that nice thing that I want is just like a moment of peace. 25 eggs, not bad. Rift activity is only medium. I don't know why it's getting so chaotic around here. Put that back. That's what that was. I didn't get another one of those. I pulled one out of the crate because it's right next to my door. I do think it odd that these unstable rift blooms only drop seeds. Surely they should also be able to drop the rift bloom stuff. It's a rift bloom, it's just not a stable one. Only reason I can think that they made that change is so that you have to work harder to become a mage. Which is ultimately fair, but simply being a mage is so much work that I don't think they need to make the barrier of entry so high. Not that it is very high, it's just higher than it was. Well, I'm waiting for things to calm down around my house. Let's go check out those crowberries I've got growing over here. I guess nature's growing them there. They're probably not going to be ripe or anything. But crowberries do seem to be relatively cold hardy. There's also no snow over here, so I could probably clear out a good patch to do my rituals. Might just have to clear the snow around my own house. Yep, crowberries do not grow in the winter. They do survive pretty late into the fall, though. Not like the fall of civilization, just like autumn. I was hoping that some of these would still have some berries on them, though. No such luck. Alright, cowboy, let's head back home. See if I can't clear a spot on the ground for making rune stones. Doo-doo. I might have to do something I've never had to do during one of these streams and get up in the middle of it to go to the bathroom. I don't have a BRB screen. I wouldn't be gone for very long, but I should probably have a BRB screen. Alright, how do I clear snow? I guess I could just break it by hand. Scoop it up into snowballs. Throw the snowballs at drifters. I do wish you could use snow as like some very basic food preservation. Ice would obviously be better, but you can't pick up ice in the traditional sense. I could chisel it first, and I believe that chiseled ice does actually count as like a greenhouse window. Not that glass is the hardest thing to make. It just requires effort at all. Alright, there's my space clear. It's gonna take me a while to get rid of all these snowballs. Doesn't help that they only stack up to 8. Are you growing in the snow? Yes. What can I do with these? Other than put rocks in them? Nothing. I should have just broken the snow like a not lazy peasant. Because this is miserable. I'll get it all out of here eventually. You ever try to do something the lazy way and you just create more work for yourself? Alright, hopefully that's the last of the snowballs. Seems like it. Get my enchanted stone. Let's see here. Rituals. Blah, 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 blah. Yes, the Rune of Power. By the power of Grayskull. Or whatever. I've not seen He-Man in 3,000 years. For some reason, this thing always turns around. Yeah, look at that. It just turned around of its own volition. I'm sure Cowboy's fine. He's just resting his eyes. Alright, come on. I want you. And then for separate but equally valid reasons, I do want my hammer and chisel. Yeet. Get that out of there. hammer, chisel, these things. Alright, chalk. Rudy's got the chalk. The chalk zone. Gonna break you. I've done this multiple times without this layout, but knowing I can have this is kind of helpful. Alright, done with the chalk. For this very second. We'll need that again later. Where are my torches? I can make more mana torches, but there's no way I don't have some somewhere. It's possible I don't have some somewhere. Let's go and just make 4 more mana torches. It's fine. Actually, let's just make a bunch of mana torches. 12. 12? And guess how many I'm making now? It's 12. Alright, give me those. Do I still have my Arcanum on me? I totally do. Alright. Staff. I'll throw my Arcanum first. Alright. Oh, I have insufficient mana. Of course I have insufficient mana. I died. Do a bit of meditating. I think I can meditate with my staff. Yes, I can. That's enough for now. I really just need to make the 1 so I can get my... Oh. Might as well turn this back on. Those aren't useful to me inert like that. But I managed to keep all of my torches. One of them did extinguish itself, which costs mana to relight. But that's better than having to make another torch every 30 seconds. Going to have to make more sooner than later, but for now, it's great. Alright. Put that away. Let's go ahead and put this stuff away as well. It does not need to be taking up space in my inventory. Hammer. Chisel. Don't need that. I'm going to be making so many Arcanum, I should go find more rusty dust and shifting fibers. I know I've got more. It's just a matter of finding it. Yep, here's rusty dust. I did, of course, just turn an entire stack of shifting fibers into bandages. Could have used those flax fibers for that, but I somehow didn't see those. Alright. I need to make more seed oil. Here's more shifting fibers. Let's go. Probably don't need to turn all of these into, that's not what I was trying to do. I want that back, but I don't want rust sickness. I'll deactivate it. Grab my torch and then re-put it back. There we go. Give me my torch. I would have just jumped in there, got some rust sickness. But that consumes a bunch of your satiety. Satiety. Pretty sure it's satiety. Probably just a pronunciation thing. Interesting, it just spat a bunch of it back out. I feel like it didn't like it when I threw everything in there all at once, so I won't do that again. But that was neat. Oh, I picked it up. Let's put that. Throw that in there. Shifting fibers. Alright. I think there's still a lot of stuff down there. Right, now there's no more crystals. Still rusty dust, though. How much rusty dust is down there? I'm still even picking some up. At least the Arcanum stacked pretty high. Yeah, not a fan of me throwing a bunch of stuff in there at once. It's probably enough for Arcanum for now. Anything else still in my hole? Yep. Put that back. Not that I need it active. Oh great, it's snowing again. I just cleared this space. Pretty sure the snow will disrupt my rituals anyway. But I was trying to avoid having to get up to pee while streaming. I've only got 6 concurrent viewers. So, those of you who are here, I will be right back. If somebody else shows up, oh, just let them know I'll be right back. That's probably unnecessary. I'll just type it in chat. I wish I could type. Mavis Beacon would be pissed at me. I've returned. Alright. The snow is probably going to get in my way, but let's start doing some more rituals. By which I mean the same ritual again. Put this here. The Rune of Power. Probably going to turn around again. I don't know why this thing likes to rotate itself. My torch is also getting in my own way. Amazing the things that we make so that we can see end up hindering us in the end. You know what I could do, since I've got primitive survival, though? As soon as I start making candles, which I can already do, technically. Yep, there we go. Is that I could make some wooden lanterns. They're a tiny bit less bright than regular lanterns, but they require significantly less metal. Or rather, they only require one plate, as technically so do normal lanterns. It all depends. But they look better. And I can make a bunch of them. I don't have silver plates or glass anyway to make the best lanterns. So it might not be a bad idea just to do it. Where's my staff? I'm gonna need to make another one of these sooner than later. I also need more stability. Or mana. Oh, I didn't lose a single torch then either. Yoink. I don't know why I'm breaking those. I can just leave them there. My lantern is again in the way. Or torch. But I do believe that the lantern would be good for my animals. My chickens currently have like a oil lamp, but it's not very bright. Even the crappy wooden lanterns are better than the oil lamps. There we go. Yep, same setup as always. I do wonder why this wants to face north, regardless of how I set it up. Alright. I think that's 6 of them. Throw in a couple more just for good measure. Did I mess with some config files? Like subconsciously? Why are these staying? I do keep messing with the config files, but I haven't done that in a good bit. So why my torches are suddenly sticking around when I would lose them like half the time previously is a bit odd. That being said, I do a lot of stuff when I'm tired. It's why my blue sky, if you follow me there, I misspelled my own URL. It's storyteller, but the O is a P. Funny stuff. I do need more mana. Boom! Managed to get them all before they disappeared. Which isn't that challenging, but I'm pretty stupid. You hear faint whispers as you begin meditation. I need magic armor so that I can not have to meditate as often or for as long. I should probably figure out how that's crafted now with this new mod. Boom. Alright, that is suspicious. What did I do to my configs? Mana torches aren't that hard to craft, so them not disappearing as often isn't game-breakingly good. My biggest concern is that I don't remember doing that. Like, it really just saves me a couple of resources, and more than anything, time. Messing up my own thing. Oh, I see the issue. The snow showed up. And it's screwing me over. Is that ritual good? Ritual's good. I think this is the last time I have to craft this. Unless I need runestones for other parts of my obelisk. Not obelisk. Oculus. Alright, so I did end up losing one torch, which is even more suspicious. What are my settings? Put you here. You here. Boom. I still need the Oculus core and Oculus base. Your pet will now wait for you. Don't wait there, cowboy. Alright, so I'm trying to create obsidian. I do believe it's the ritual of creation or whatever. Yes. 2 flint into 1 obsidian. What's rift activity? Medium? Why is it... Whatever, I don't actually care. Creation, gonna have to do this a couple times, which is fine, but it's tedious. Should probably find my flint. Don't know what I did with it. Probably have flint in multiple places. I should also be calcifying more of that, so that I can create more bloomeries. Oh, I've got a bunch of flint on me. I am already going to have to make another chalk, probably. I don't know how much I can make at a time. Instead of checking, I'll just throw a bunch in there. At higher levels of magic, you can create more per ritual. Which sounds pretty good to me. I do wish I could make these in bulk. Maybe tell my pet to just nap the stone for me. Honestly, other than following me around and potentially giving me a debuff if he does ever die, I'm not entirely sure what my pet does. I guess he could just be like a little mascot, moral support, fall asleep on random blocks. Alright. They should be enough to at least make the Oculus core, and then hopefully the Oculus pedestal. Does not require anything too fancy. Pick these up just so they don't go out. Look at the sleepy baby. And what I'm trying to make, I can't make without leather anyway. I don't think that's gonna have enough stored up by the time I've got my leather, though. Yeah, that's still sealed. It's gonna take another day and a bit. So I've got time to set up my Oculus. I should also not starve to death. If Vicar were here, they would say, have you tried not starving? To celebrate how productive I'm being, I'm going to eat my last piece of really good bread. Alright. Place isn't safe because I don't have a ceiling, but let's close that anyway. I've actually got water this time. I don't know if having water but not actually drinking it is that helpful, but... Okay, so it's the pedestal that needs obsidian. I also need to make a bunch of those compounds. How much? Plenty. Let's go grab a bit of rot. I'm pretty sure I've got compounds somewhere, but they're not anywhere I can see them, so they might as well not exist. I haven't even mastered object permanence yet. Alright. Dust, dust. Fibers, fibers. How many do I need? I need 6 for what I'm actively doing. Alright, 6 acquired. Do I need any compound for my sanctum? I don't. Good, good. I will need more obsidian. I wish obsidian wasn't such a pain in the ass to craft, though. I need more enchanted stone. That's not the kind of thing I figured I would run out of first. I probably have more enchanted stone somewhere. But I don't have it on me, so it might as well not exist. Any joke worth telling once is worth telling 30 times. Hell yeah, I got more enchanted stone. I figured I did somewhere, so it's a good thing I looked. I also need another temporal gear. One of these days I'm gonna have a ceiling. And a roof. One of these days. Cowboy, what are you doing outside? I'm not gonna open the door, you're not even gonna come in. Your concentration was broken. Alright. Let's see here. Let's make the pedestal first. Back. With YouTube chat where it is, I can't see what I'm doing. I made so many of these Arcanum, and I'm going to have to make more. Just put those there. One, two, 1, 2. You here. And then 4 of these. Boom! Oculus get. Or that part anyway. Now for the Oculus core. Misspelling Oculus. Put you down here. I'm going to need more of these for my sanctum, that's for sure. Four there, 4 there, 4 there, 4 there, etc., etc. Boom! Alright, so that did unlock another level of understanding. One book to rule them all. I didn't make a book. Let's look at the manual and see what that is actually on about. Acquire an Oculus core. I can make grimoires now, but that's not... I wouldn't... Never mind, I don't actually care. Was it safe out here at night? Rift activity is actually higher than it was when things got super chaotic, so probably not. I'll speak of the devil. I should sleep through the night. I wanted to get this set up, but I also don't want to die repeatedly. So it's not worth it. I'm going to bed. Screw you, Rift. I'm going home. I'm excited though. Not yet, because I was distracted. Or rather sent running by a Rift. But I can almost start making spells. The only spell I have access to requires leather, which I still don't have, but I'm actively working on that. Rift activity is still medium, and it sounds like that rift is still there. Let me just put my sword in my inventory so I can't use it in an emergency. Alright. Does this have to be in a specific spot or just next to it? That should be good. Pull this out. Oculus made. Connect to an essence generator. Ow. Dick. I'm just trying to do hot girl shit. Frame placement is incorrect. Stop. Can't do shit around here. Yeah, what do you want? Just be really annoying. It's 5 AM, why is the sun not rising? Meanwhile, in real life, I hate when the sun rises at 4 AM. Shit sucks. I just don't like the sun. Anyway, I do think I need to put the Oculus pedestal in a specific location. I don't like it in that location, but that's where it wants to go. Crowberry. Oh, I only have 11 years to eat my hazelnuts. I hope I get to them in time. I'm just going to put my rot back. Don't need that wasting space in my inventory. What's the curing rate looking like on my juice? 20%? It's not going to go bad. I just wanted to hurry up and turn into wine. How long are you fresh? 17 days? Yeah, it'll be gone way before then. Nope, I can't do what I want to do. So I'm just gonna run out into the woods. Rift activity is still just medium, right? Yeah, why are there so many rifts? Now would be a good time to close them if I knew how to do that. But I don't. And since I'm not safe in my house anymore, pulling up my book to look that up would be silly. Almost fell in that hole. Not a very deep hole. In fact, that looks like one I made. Look at that, yet another rift. Nothing floating in it for me. What's up, trader? Rituals. It's called like the Ritual of Cleansing or something. Runic Power. Oh, Vintage Story is great. I'm currently playing with a lot of mods, so this isn't the most accurate representation of what the game is about. But I do greatly appreciate this game even without mods. Ritual of Grace, no, that's healing. Elemental Infusion, also no. I thought there was a ritual to close the rifts. I could be wrong. A spell to heal me would be nice. Oh, this game has had mods for a while. It's got a bunch of good mods though. Shut up, trader. Warbringer. Ritual of Rust. Maybe there isn't a way to close rifts. I thought there was. There's a spell that does it, but I'm not going to have that spell for a good long while. Yeah, the mod that I'm playing around with the most is called Rustbound Magic. Shut up. It's pretty heavily inspired by Thaumcraft, if you remember that. It's also got a bit of Ars Magica 2 in it. Ars Magica 2 was a great mod. But I've been playing with Magic for an entire in-game year now, and I still don't have any spells. I am working on that, but the world is trying to screw me over. Alright, I think I need to move this one. Rude. Alright, Shiver, you gotta die. You can't just bite me and then run away like that. Yeah, walk through my thorned plants. Okay, never mind. I thought for sure it was going to just keep walking around there until it died. Oculus is incomplete. I think I do need to put it here. I just don't like how it looks here. Connect to an essence generator. I'm playing with a lot of the more popular mods. Primitive Survival. Are you still incomplete? Frame placement is incorrect. I don't think that's true. I'll have to look into it a tiny bit. Ow. Joy of Sailing used to be a really popular mod, back before sailboats were a vanilla feature. But a lot of the mods just add like new weapon types. Since for some reason if I come into here and I look up spear, there's all of the stone spears, and then there's even like bronze spears. But you cannot, for whatever reason, make an iron spear. There's the ornate silver and gold spears, but you can't craft those, you have to buy them. This game is a lot better than Minecraft, in my opinion. The vibes are quite a bit better. Survival is a lot harder, but it's also a lot more rewarding. Like if you look in here, this room that I'm in currently counts as a cellar because it's made primarily out of stone and it's underground. And I'm making wine, slowly. And like if you look at my cabbages, they're fresh for 1.3 years. In here. But if I were to take that same cabbage and put it in my inventory, it's only fresh for 18 days. It's winter right now, so food lasting longer is very important. Vintage Story has a hard mode, or a hardcore mode. I don't know if I could recommend it. I wouldn't play with it, at least. Because as you can see by this bullshit going on outside of my house, the magic is not vanilla. Whoops. But these assholes are. They're called bowthorns, and they basically snipe you from 30 yards away. Dick. Come back here. It only really takes like 2 or 3 of those guys to just ruin your night. And if you don't respawn after death, it's probably a huge level of bullshit. You can, of course, just remove like all of the lore and eldritch horror content. Nope, you can hear him shooting arrows at me. Farming is also pretty in-depth. I'm not currently farming because it's winter. Come on, let me out. Whatever I can say there. But I've got a pretty nice greenhouse over here. And if I look at the soil, it's got +5 Celsius from being a greenhouse. It's -7 now, so I couldn't actually grow anything in here. There is one village currently in the game, and it's a story beat, so you can't like loot it or anything the same way you would a Minecraft village. But it does feel more alive, because all the NPCs are just walking around actually doing things. Which I think Minecraft villagers do now. But I remember Minecraft villagers primarily just walking around being dumb. Come on. I do wish these guys actually dropped stuff to make killing them worth it. But as it is, the only reason I kill them at all is so that they'll stop trying to kill me. Nope, that's a prospecting pick. Oh yeah, mining is a lot harder in this game than it is in Minecraft. But just like look up a prospecting guide online and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. I've done my fair share of prospecting in these live streams, but I'm not doing those right now. Pretty much if you look at my map, all of these red, yellow, and green dots are prospecting. So in this area, I found very poor cassiterite, which is tin, and then very poor magnetite, which is iron. I don't think I've ever actually heard of Techtopia. I've not played Minecraft in a good long time. Minecraft Comes Alive is the popular one. Or the one that was popular back when I was playing with village mods. I do believe there are village mods for Vintage Story, though. If you go to Vintage Story Mod DB, you can look through the kind of mods people are making. Nothing in that rift. Made by Tango Tech? I've definitely not heard of that then. Or at least I'm not familiar with the name. But yeah, I've got my cellar. We've put my torches somewhere. Breadcrumbs are not a vanilla feature, but they're a really good source of food for chickens. So I've been making breadcrumbs to keep it lasting longer. I can show off my chicken coop. I've also got sheep, but my sheep hate me, so there's not a lot to show off yet. So yeah, in here I've got my chickens. Pretty good source of eggs. I mean, they're the only source of edible eggs. I grabbed more breadcrumbs than I meant to. Here you go. I don't dislike 7 Days to Die, but the 7 Days to Die magic mod, back when I played with it, wasn't very good. Of course, I still don't even have magic in this, so it's hard to say that the magic mod is good when I've barely scratched the surface. My biggest issue with Rustbound Magic, the mod that I'm playing with, is that it demands so much more free time of you than I have. Like, I'm streaming, so obviously I've got some amount of free time, but I also work full-time, so I don't have 1,000 hours to pour into it the way it wants me to. Yeah, I've always liked magic mods. I wouldn't mind a proper necromancy mod. If I keep bringing it up, someone's gonna make it. Hopefully. I would also like an Avoli player model. Because in Minecraft, I've actually got an Avoli player model. In Vintage Story, there is no such thing yet. but I've also got art of my Avali Necromancer. And like, this could be me if this game had a Necromancy mod and an Avali player model. The biggest Minecraft Necromancy mod I remember not particularly liking, the one where you gotta like saw parts off of monsters and then just make shambling horrors or whatever. I wouldn't mind being able to have just some skeletons that I hand an axe and I'm like, here you go, you're now responsible for lumber in this area. Good luck. I don't even particularly want my skeletons to defend me. I can do that myself, poorly. I just want skeletons to do my chores. I would also like this guy to do some chores. This is Cowboy, my chat named him. He doesn't do anything. But I guess he doesn't have to, because he's adorable. He gets away with it for now. Oh sweet, another one of these. I should be researching these. But they drop stuff. And I want stuff more than I want research. Yeah, I mean, Ars Magica 2 and Thaumcraft, two of the mods that inspired Rustbound Magic I've played with. I actually preferred Thaumcraft back when like 1.12. I believe Thaumcraft has been updated for more recent. Yeah, I like survival games. I enjoyed The Long Dark for a bit. Problem is I don't have an attention span. Whoops. I do think that my YouTube viewers are getting tired of Vintage Story, because every stream seems to have a tiny bit fewer views than the last. So I've been thinking about streaming Voices of the Void. I've tried streaming it in the past, but I didn't finish the tutorial because I'm dumb and can't read. I need to figure out what's wrong with my Oculus. I think nothing. Frame placement is incorrect. How? How is my frame placement incorrect? Is it the snow? Yes, it was a single piece of snow preventing my Oculus from activating. I don't know how I didn't even notice that was there sooner. That being said, I can't do anything with my Oculus until my leather is done. Leather is a tiny bit harder to make in Vintage Story than it is in Minecraft. This barrel is empty. Well, it's got soaked hide in it. So what you need to do is you need to make lime so that you can soak the hide. And then you need to make weak tannin, which requires soaking 5 oak logs in a barrel for a day. And then you need a second barrel of weak tannin to put 5 more oak logs in there, making strong tannin, which takes 3 days. But you've got plenty of time. No, that just takes 2 days. In half a day, I'm going to have stage 2 of leather. Yeah, I mean, like, Minecraft's got a lot of mods. It's been around a lot longer, and is a lot more popular. I just don't like Minecraft as much. She just goes by Lead. Or they go by Lead? One of my viewers, occasionally, is working on a Minecraft mod called Fathoms, which is pretty popular. I might check that out if I pick Minecraft back up at any point. Problem with the Minecraft horror mods, though, is that a lot of them are just bullshit. Like the Dwellers, or whatever they're called, just kind of kill you, and most of them don't even have a counter. Which does not sound like my idea of fun. Great. I've got 3.3 days left on all my salt. Minecraft PSX? That does sound interesting. I've played a lot of PSX horror games on this channel. Back when all I made was random indie horror games I found on itch.io videos. Those actually don't do too poorly. But I've been playing a lot of Vintage Story lately, so they're currently on the back burner. And of course, I care more about like engagement than views, and nobody ever comments on my videos. Probably because they don't watch more than 30 seconds of them. More subtle would definitely be good. Like, don't get me wrong, I like the work of, Doctor whatever the hell his name is. Like the Boiled One or whatever. But the Boiled One mod isn't good at all. And then there's the white baby that you left in the bathtub or whatever. From the same horror creator. I don't even think that one's particularly hostile. At least in the original source material. But in the Minecraft mod, all it is some spooky thing to jump scare you. There is one. It's like a long horse. Rather, it's like a long horse spine with a horse skull. I can't remember what that's called. But it is something spooky that follows you around, but is totally non-hostile. And that's the kind of thing that I think is cool. I don't know why everything's gotta be trying to kill me all the time. Surely things can be dark and simply misunderstood. They don't always have to be dark and evil. Where are my Arcanum? There we go. I think I've seen the Sanity mod. It's got like an Amnesia looking... Oh no, it's not Amnesia. It's Don't Starve. It's got the Don't Starve meter. I think you can even make a flower crown to restore some sanity like in Don't Starve. One moment. Sorry about that, just had to clear my throat. I don't know what it is about talking for hours at a time, but it builds up phlegm like nothing else. A lot of my... Ow. So these are added by a mod, but I've got these raspberry bushes by my house that are just full of thorns and I'm constantly walking into them. Yes, I have played RLCraft. It's got a lot of that same thing going on, where there's just... Why did I do that? Actually, no, I'm totally fine. If I was actively trying to make something, that would have given me rust sickness, which I do not want. I really like the Of Fire and Ice mod or whatever. The one that adds dragons. It's basically just Game of Thrones. But dragons need so much food, which makes sense. But it feels like if you get a dragon before you're well prepared to have one, all you're going to be doing with your time is feeding it. How you doing? Yep, still trying to kill me. I wish I could pet them. Stop trying to kill me. Yeah, well, it's just another one of those things. Oh, never mind, it's not dead. I was worried that that pig had died. I've got all these wild animals on my base that I'm trying to keep alive. Huh, my lingonberries are still trying to grow. I don't think they're going to, because they just freeze over at night. It's one of those mod packs where, like, everything is just trying to kill you. Like, not only can you die if you hang out in darkness too long, which is, you know, whatever. But you'll just be minding your own business mining, and then a rock elemental pops out and murders you. If a dragon shows up and you don't have dragon bone armor, good luck surviving that encounter. Hello, that guy from Saturn. Whoops, just burnt out my torch. Terve ja tervetuloa. Olen niin vitun väsynyt. There's more than 50 ways to die in RLCraft. No, if I checked out Fathoms, I would also probably want some other quality of life mods. Because I don't have an attention span. And while that's not the game's fault, ideally it would keep my attention. Grab my fire starter. Relight my torch because I'm dumb. There we go, torch relit. Oh yeah, Vicar, check it out. My Oculus is done. I couldn't figure out what was wrong earlier, but it was a single piece of snow in the frame. I've played a lot with Technic I remember back when Equivalent Exchange was really good, but it was also really powerful. And so a lot of the old mods that I used to really enjoy, they just end up, you know, balancing them. And I'm like, well, it's not OP anymore, so it's not fun. Like, if the game is going to make you work for it, it could at least be powerful. Like, Expanded Foods does that. Some of the foods you can make with this mod are significantly better than you can make without, but they also make you work for it. The Oculus is how I craft magical goods. So I don't have the stuff to make it yet, but this spell cipher I've got. I like the concept of the Backrooms. I played a Backrooms mod for Project Zomboid, which is probably not the best way to experience the Backrooms. Dimensional Doors was a mod that I actually liked a lot back in the day. It was kind of fun just getting stuck in limbo. I can't craft this yet, so if I don't get this cipher back, I'm just going to cheat it back in. But if I throw the cipher in there, it starts up this ritual, and it tells you everything that I need. I need 2 light essence ash, which I have, 2 leather, which I don't, 8 parchment, is that 8 or 6? 8 parchment, 1 rustic compound, 2 more feathers. Oi! Going back inside before I'm sniped to death. Hate those things. I love this game, but bowthorns are the most annoying things that Tyron has ever added. They're not even that hard to counter. Like, you can just go inside. But why do they do so much damage? Who thought that was a good idea? Although, technically, because my character is a rust mage, I've actually got less health. And I do less melee damage. So I should either make a bow, which has no penalty, or I should hurry up and start learning some offensive spells. Both ones are pretty annoying. I guess the game did need a ranged monster. I'm not a big fan of MMOs, no. I don't have that kind of attention span. Or... oh, I didn't know I could put those on shelves. It's more of a free time issue. I don't have the free time or attention span for MMOs. Like a lot of people my age, I was forced to play World of Warcraft with a parent against my will. Is it still over there? Not one one bowthorn is easily avoided enough, but it just takes like 2 of them to kill you. It's only 5 PM. I do like how I keep it on a 24-hour clock, because I personally use a 24-hour clock, and then I just read it out in a 12-hour format anyway. Cowboy, get inside. Come on. Come on, buddy. Too bad my salt isn't done. Message redacted. I didn't know YouTube had an auto mod. Stallcraft? Never heard of that one. Is it like the Stalfos? I can get down with a couple of skeletons. Both one is probably still out here somewhere, being really annoying. 213. So I'm going to have everything that I need to make my spell, except the leather. Leather's taking its sweet time. One of these days I should also make a roof. That Oculus produces a lot of light. finding my base, even at night, shouldn't be an issue anymore. Of course, during the day, I've got that ladder thing that goes up into space. I also have a marker on my map, so it's not like finding my space is difficult. Stalker. Stalker like Clear Sky? I've not played that, but I'm familiar with it. I've not played it yet, but I did pick up Metro Exodus Redo for free back when that was a thing. Or when they were giving that away for free. 24% cured. I will have wine soon-ish. Black Nightshade is not a vanilla feature of the game, but wine is. So, unlike Minecraft, you can get drunk in Vintage Story, even without mods. Not a whole lot of reason to do it, but it's fun, like, to do once or twice. More than anything, alcohol just stays fresh for a long time. But with expanded foods, you can also cook with it, which is pretty good. That's 2 AM. Vintage Story survival multiplayer is pretty fun. We had a couple of people on a server at one point. What's Rift activity like? Medium? Eh, fuck it. I'm just gonna wander outside. I hear a both one. You'll never take me alive, sucker. Rust mages are fast as hell. On that note, I don't know why I'm coming out here. Yeah, I mean, I do enjoy Minecraft when I'm playing with friends. I just don't give Minecraft credit for that. Because, like, playing with a hula hoop and a stick is more fun if you do it with friends. And play some ice hockey. Yaki Echo. That's what I need. I need some Finnish viewers so they can help me learn Finnish. Oh yeah, you can disable the map if you don't want it for survival reasons, but it's pretty good. The map is usually not in full color like this. It's more of a topographical map, but I recommend turning on true color since it just makes it easier to find things. If your eyes are really good, you can even find fruit trees using the map, because there'll be little plus-shaped trees. My eyes are terrible. I'm blind, deaf, and have horrible memory. I'm 30 now, so I'm not the youngest old person, but I am a relatively young old person. People who are older than 30 hate hearing that you're old when you're only 30, but it's like, hey, you're only as old as you feel, and I feel really fucking old. Yeah. The coordinates under my minimap can be turned off with a button. Not that. I'm gonna stop messing with shit. I think it's Control F5? Alt F4? I don't actually have a goal. I'm just wandering outside of my house, in hopes that by the time the sun does rise, those monsters will have been gone. Huh. These dwarf pines aren't doing as well as the dwarf pines near my house. Somehow. Oh, this one is ripe, though. These being too cold to fruit and flower is not good. It doesn't give me confidence that the ones I've got near my house are going to be alright. Even if they die, it's not the end of the world, because I can just get clippings as soon as it's warmed up again, but ideally, the clippings I already have would survive. Let's see here. I don't have enough food on me to go on a long journey. I could have easily grabbed more food, but I wasn't planning on coming out here. If I was planning on coming out here, I could have done something like that transmog mage armor. I don't need that on me. Oh, I hear goats. My favorite goats to keep for milk in this game are muskox and plural. Hard to get milk from one goat. Okay, that's another thing. Animal husbandry. Unlike in Minecraft, you can't just milk a cow. Animals have specific breeding seasons. And they have to have given birth recently to actually produce milk. Which is realistic. But it can be a pain in the ass. Also, why can't I milk hares? I'm not saying that I think hare milk would be decent or even palatable, but I should be allowed to do it. Yes. I don't personally buy into the gender binary. Artisan, trader. But animals in this game are only male or female. Thankfully, your player character does not have such a limitation. There are no gender options. It just gives you a selection of underwear. And there's the option of, like, boxer briefs, like a two-piece, or what I'm wearing, which is a leotard. I like how the new Fantasy Life game handles gender. It technically doesn't have it. There's masculine, maidenly, and mysterious. The 3 genders. What are you? Turnips. I should go around and just collect those for seeds. I do not know how this game would handle a non-binary goat. I don't think goats care. Right? Which YouTube profile picture am I using? If I'm not using the version of my profile picture with the non-binary flag around it, I should really update that. Especially as America becomes increasingly anti-trans. I need to become increasingly annoyingly trans. I haven't even made it to new stuff yet. It's a pretty bad idea to wander around in the woods, especially at night, because wolves spawn here. My character, being a rust mage, is actually faster than wolves, but I'm only a tiny bit faster than bears, so if I get stuck on, like, a small hill, or even a tree, I will die. On paper, I've got all the resources I need. Oop, there's a bear. On paper, I have all the resources I need to make iron armor, I just haven't done that yet. I'm too distracted by other things. I would like an offensive spell for one. Nope, there's a wolf. If I was not a rust mage, that wolf would have just bitten me. Nice. We could use more NB streamers. I'm specifically agender, but bigender is also good. It is interesting, though. I don't identify as Aeroace, but I am Aeroace. I just identify as Ace. But I'm an Aeroace agender streamer. Or I guess the streamer doesn't matter. And then my next door neighbor is pansexual, pangender. I don't know what the odds of that are, but it just goes to show how small the world really is. Is that another bear? I'm not in the mood to die. Why am I wandering through the woods? But also the sun is rising. Ironically, agender, despite being, you know, agender, it's just like the lack of gender. Not like I don't have a gender identity. My gender identity is agender. I just don't vibe with any gender characteristics. I personally believe that there are either no genders and everything is made up, which is fair because that makes it valid, or there are as many genders as there are people. Because how I describe being agender can be wildly different from how the next person describes it. And even if you look at binary gender, like masculine, feminine, people are out here saying shit like, oh, there's only 2 genders, and it's like, okay, but you also just said that you're more manly than somebody else. Which implies that even binary gender is a spectrum, so who really wins here? Not that I expect people who are like sucking on the teat of Andrew Tate to also be self-aware in any sense. But if they were and would just listen to themselves, they also contradict themselves pretty often. What type of stone is that? Sandstone. Which I already knew was in the area. I can make fire clay without finding it in the wild, but I could really use a good source of bauxite. Or I don't need bauxite. Bauxite spawns in fire, or not fire clay. Fire clay spawns in bauxite, so the opposite of what I'm saying. See, the thing about biological sex, though, is that it is also infinitely more complicated than people like to accept that it is. Like, intersex is extremely rare, but it does exist. And then there are people whose body is just simply immune to androgens. So their chromosomes could be strictly XY. But because their body does not react to the testosterone that it itself is producing, they will look and behave in a way that's traditionally feminine. Like, without doing a chromosome test, you would just assume that they're XX. But no, they're XY. Their body is simply immune to its own testosterone. Androgens are the sex hormones, if you want to call them that, like testosterone and estrogen. Even people who are male produce estrogen, and then people who are biologically female, if you want to use those terms, will produce testosterone as well. And often in different amounts. If you look on the news about people complaining about athletes, it's like, oh no, she's a woman, but she produces a tiny bit more testosterone than other women, so we're going to be a dick. Recently, what's her name? I don't think, surely people would have nipples even without androgens. It is extremely rare, but people who are completely, and to use this term loosely, biologically male can actually lactate. So that's fun. Oh look! A beautiful rift being born. Oh yeah. No, like, sex and gender are different things. But both are extremely complicated in ways that people would rather ignore. Like, I mean, I'm sure it's somewhat obvious, as rude as it would be to assume, but while I am non-binary, I was assigned male at birth, and like, I just don't even have an Adam's apple, and my voice is relatively high. So if I did identify as male, which I don't, some people would probably try to argue that I'm not exceptionally manly. And so it's like, alright, so am I a man or not? I mean, I'm not, but I am using myself for this example. And then my sister, who either hasn't come out as trans yet, or is my only cis sibling, her shoulders are broad as hell. She looks like she should be playing football. But like, that's just random mutations in how people develop. People with broad shoulders, or people who try to compare themselves to others all the time? I do think my sister would have done well in football. She did not play. We both did track and field. I did short distance sprinting and long jumping. Yes, I've a token cis sibling. I'm the oldest of 4. And I'm non-binary, specifically agender. And then my middle sibling, so not my cis sibling, but the one slightly younger than her, is bi-gender. And then my youngest sibling, so the one after them, him, whatever, is also a gender non-binary. So we got 2 they-thems. We got 1 she-her, and then 1 he-she-they. It's not like my cis sibling is the token cis-het sibling, though. I'm the only one in my family who is not bi. I mean, of my siblings, anyway. My mother's also bi, but then our father is, like, just super cis-het. Kind of a bigot. There's a reason nobody talks to him. He's improved a lot, though. So if he does ever see this, I'm giving him credit. I don't even think these are the same woods I was lost in earlier. I don't think anybody in my family is neurotypical. I was diagnosed with ADHD, and then my father, who very clearly also has ADHD, is like, oh, that's not ADHD, that's just how the normal brain functions. It's like, yeah, no, you've also got it. You've just never been diagnosed. I need to get back home. Watch me have wandered off into the woods. Only to not get back until it's already nighttime again. Wasted the entire trip. I'm looking for things to spawn in this rift. Rifts are vanilla. I don't think anybody's truly neurotypical. I don't know, my grandmother was probably the closest to neurotypical, but she's also got dementia, so no longer the case. So I'm going to say no, nobody's neurotypical either. My aunt on my father's side, her family seems pretty normal, other than the fact that they're Mormons. I don't think that being Mormon makes you neurodivergent, though. Maybe being neurodivergent might make Mormonism more appealing? Well, let's wander off into this hole. Yeah, I don't want to go down there. I mean, I do want to go down there, but it's visibly from where I'm at already a bad idea. Is that water? Are they swimming? I think they're swimming. I'm mostly joking when I'm shitting on Mormons. My mother tried raising us Mormon for some reason, but not a single one of us is still part of the church. I stopped going at like 12 or so, as soon as I got the option not to. The thing about organized religion is that as long as it stays in its own lane, a lot of people are looking for something to believe in and a sense of community, and churches provide that. It's when somebody's like, oh, I'm this religion, so you have to change how you behave, that makes me shut it down. I'm like, no, no. Oh, hey, another sheep. If I was willing to die, I would try to capture you. I'm not shitting on the concept of religion when I say this, though, but I do firmly believe that there is if there is a god, then they're probably an asshole. Or at least the clockmaker theory would have to be true. If the world we live in was designed by some all-powerful being, that being has probably abandoned us forever ago. Which is unfortunate, because if I find any gods, I'm going to try to figure out how to kill them. That's another thing. It would be a lot more fun. I don't understand monotheism. Why not just have like a little god for everything? That sounds more entertaining. The Greeks and Romans had a lot going on, but they were at least having fun with it. Like, just look at Athena, who I think the Romans for some reason renamed to Minerva. Same goddess, though. It's like, oh yeah, this is our goddess Athena, she, her. She regularly appears as either an owl or an old man, though. So that's example of, like, ancient gender fuckery. Loki is an excellent example of ancient gender fuckery. Oh hey, there's my house. You can tell because of my ladder to space. I did have a good friend in high school. I can't remember her name, not important. It might have been Victoria, but she was like the youngest of 15 kids. And I was like, damn, that's just too many kids. Obviously, I'm glad you exist. But that's just too many kids. I do think that Marvel, to their credit, does want Loki to be able to engage in more gender fuckery, but Disney said no. Because Disney is evil. Marvel is Disney, right? I think it's just safe to assume that everything at this point is Disney. Even Disney's biggest competitor back in the day, 20th Century Fox, is now Disney. I'm just going to be overly hyperbolic and also blame Disney for, like, herpes. We would not have herpes if it wasn't for Disney. How's my leather doing? It's not going to be anywhere near done. Oop, 216. That will be up to 250 by the time it comes to craft my spell. That being said, the spell I'm trying to make is so that I can milk my sheep. But my sheep will not be milkable by the time I have it. Let's go ahead and put my chalk away. Has anybody here watched Chalk Zone? I've never been that big on television, but my mother would watch Chalk Zone, and I would watch it if she was in the room. Or no, like if she was watching it and I was in the room, I would watch it. There we go. That is one thing that the Greeks and Romans had a lot of, was like, most of the gods were incest babies. Cowboy, I'm going to dismiss you so that you don't end up killing yourself on my Rift Bloom. But like, Zeus and Hera were siblings. Fresh for 40 days. No to which thing? There's a bit of a delay. Oh, the Chalk Zone thing. I've seen clips of House MD. I don't know if you're familiar with Tumblr. It used to be more popular than it is. Most people assume Tumblr's dead. It's still around. But for whatever reason, despite the fact that I've never looked it up, half of my Tumblr feed is just House MD videos and memes. Are you almost wine yet? It hasn't even been that long, I'm just impatient. Where'd my bowl go? Oh, there it is. 30% cured. That's not turning into wine very fast. My mother has been watching a lot of Korean dramas lately. I think she's even trying to learn Korean, which is wild. Because my mother and 2 of my 3 siblings have expressed interest in learning Finnish with me. Finnish being Suomi. Wait, no, I meant to say Suomi, which is Finnish. It's the Finnish word for it. Problem is that in Suomi you have to roll every R. And I don't think anybody in my family can roll their R's. Unfortunately, yes, I believe House is one of the Tumblr sexy men. But I think Perry the Platypus got 2nd place in a Tumblr sexy man contest. So I don't think that means anything. I mean, I'm using an Avali as a profile picture. So, like, I'm familiar with the furry community. I've even got a lot of furry friends. But really, Perry the Platypus? How are you chickens doing? That's a lot of eggs. They seem to be going through food really slowly for the amount of eggs they're producing, which is odd. I need my salt to hurry up. I also need to move my leather over. Whoops. Oh, I've got more eggs than will fit in a single stack. I should really do something with that. Oh yeah, I remember Sans. I think he won first place though, right? And Perry the Platypus and Doofenshmirtz only got second place in their sexy man polls. Who knows, maybe even one of them lost to Sans. Seal it. In 4.5 days, I'll be able to make my befriend animal spell. Which means I should probably stop being lazy and make my sanctum. What do I have on my person? 2 enchanted stone, that's all I need. I'm gonna need my chalk again. I don't technically have a persona. That's my mascot, sort of. It's an Avali. Balance. Avali are a low fantasy, high sci-fi species, for the most part. But my Avali's lore came primarily from modded RimWorld, where they were a necromancer. So my Avali is a necromancer, and this annoys Avali purists. It's like, there's no magic in the Avalon universe or whatever the fuck. And I'm like, this is an alternate universe. Also, let people have fun. Where are my torches? I think that my funky little space raptor should be able to animate corpses as a treat. Where are my torches? Here we go. Do I have flint on me? I do. Good, good. What's rift activity? Medium. Can never get a moment of peace around here. It's weirdly quiet, but now that I said something, I'm going to be ambushed by both horns. That's not where that goes. Alright. Flint, flint. I believe Vikar's got a persona, though. Actually, addressed as a persona. I believe it's a moth. Boom! There's a legacy console version? I guess anything older than the Switch. Like, there was an older version of Minecraft. I think we had it on the PlayStation 3. Oh, sweet. All of my torches survived. Give me my torches. You know what was actually pretty fun? Was the... can I send a link in chat without getting Automad getting angry at me? Maybe. It's worth a try. And if Automad does get angry at you, just send it to me on Discord, and I should be able to link it. Just don't leak any malware. If I knew how streaming worked, I could probably just approve the link. But I don't know how anything works. Ow. One moment, I'm tabbed out. Or I can't see chat. If only I had like a roof or something. These guys would stop coming in here and attacking me. Let's go ahead and pause that. Whoops. Gotta reopen that. Just see if Vikar's link is able to go through. Probably not. I need my salt to hurry up. You've sent it? Alright, doesn't seem to have gone through. Moderation activity will be shown. It's probably too late for it to pop up as something I can approve now. Yeah, just send it to me on Discord and I should be able to link it. Hopefully I can share links in my own chat. Oh shit, it's already 6:30 a.m. It's a lot easier to lose track of time when there's actually people talking in chat. Copy link. Oh hey, Chucklefish. Well, Chucklefish has nothing to do with the Avali, except that they tried to steal it. Alright, there we go. I can link things, which is good. Would be hilarious if I couldn't. Reforge? I'll have to check it out. But I really don't like Minecraft without mods. Oh yeah, you are dead. Can I get a knife? Yes. Put my chalk down. I don't need that. Rudy's got the chalk zone. If I'm lucky, this guy will have a temporal gear, because I just used a bunch of those. Nope, no temporal gear. I believe 8 obsidian is enough to do what I'm doing. Sanctum. Alright. So it's just 12 of those. 8 obsidian. Do I have enough Arcanus for that? Probably have to make more Arcanus. Or Arcanum is the plural. Arcanus is more fun to say. Well, I'm not actively being killed. Let's go ahead and take some of my crystals. Shifting fibers. Re-put this here. Rusty dust. Alright, let's go make 8 Arcanum. I've already got 4 on me, but I need 1. Oh, I can also harvest those. Probably not right now. I also have no mana. Those don't go in. Oh, what was I talking about? Yeah, so Avali didn't come from a Starbound mod. That's what popularized them. Avali were actually made in Spore first, but they used to be called the Iubati. But everybody kept reading the I as a lowercase l for some reason. So they were renamed to Avali. There we go. But nah, the mod got so popular on Starbound that Chucklefish is like, hey, can we have the rights to this species? We'll give you credit, but no money. And then Ryujin, who I believe goes by Cutsune online now, post-transition, she's like, no, you can't have the rights to my species. I don't know if she would have said yes if Chucklefish had offered to pay for it. But imagine owning like a big game and it's like, hey, can we have this thing you made? We'll give you credit, but no money. This was even before we knew that Chucklefish wasn't paying its pixel artists. I think that... this could be wrong. I do believe that Concerned Ape, Stardew Valley was originally published by Chucklefish, but Chucklefish was themselves. So then Concerned Ape pulled out and it's like, no. Fuck you guys. Oh yeah. Starbound's development was a bit wild. I do think the artists were eventually paid, but another game that I like, Sunhaven, is currently going through a very similar fiasco. Where like the artists are being paid, but they're not being paid fairly. And a lot of people are like forced into these non-disclosure agreements that are borderline illegal. Because like not even an NDA can prevent you from exposing actual criminal activity. And I'm not accusing whoever it is publishing that of being a criminal. But they are breaking labor laws, which is, you know, crime, that an NDA can't keep you from talking about. I don't know if they would have given her stock in the community. Would have been one of those things that it wouldn't be hard to give away, though. Like, yeah, sure, you can have stock. Sanctum. What am I doing? No, I don't want to learn how to make twine. I know how to make twine. Sanctum. Come on, reopen this. There we go. I think I've got all that stuff on me. Yes. You hear it? Da-da-da-da. Whoops. Oh, I need 8. And then my obsidian. Sanctum get. I'm going to have to put this somewhere super practical. So, like everything else, it's going in my cellar. Soulbind. Soulbound failed. Not enough mana. I should meditate. Oh, hello, Pataru, or however that is pronounced. Let me get a look at your profile picture. That looks familiar. What is that? Is that just like a random chibi sprite, or is that one of those Fate Grand Order things? A buddy of mine is super into Fate Grand Order, so I recognize a lot of the characters. I don't think Neko Arc is from Fate Grand Order, but like the same connected universe or whatever. I would like to say that my brain usually works better than it does now, but I'm usually this stupid. So if I say anything dumb, just... Genshin? I don't think Genshin shares a universe. Terraria is a lot better than Starbound. But they are just 2D pixel games. So if that was enough to compare the two, then I guess they are pretty similar. I cannot play Starbound without mods. Not even just because my main character is an Avali, which is a modded race. But Starbound's progression sucks. It's only 8 p.m. Oh yeah, I could be meditating. I actually really like Terraria. I was playing Terraria with a couple of my trans buddies. As like some kind of silly voice practice thing. Unfortunately, that world was abandoned. My stability is draining slower than usual. I should stop meditating. Still can't soulbind, not enough mana. Astolfo? You know, somebody in AASD, the Asexual Aromantic Spectrum Discord, was recently talking about femboys for some reason. And we were talking about gender fuckery in this very chat. As long as somebody themselves is identifying as a femboy, and you're not just calling them that, then it's usually fine. Honestly, the individual should get to decide what feminine or masculine means to them. Wee. How's my leather doing? I just put it in there, so probably not made a lot of progress. Where is it? Where's my leather? Yeah, it's been there for 6 hours. That's in game time too, so that's been like no time at all. How's my salt doing? Another 2 days. I should either go inside or hang out up here where it's more stable. I do think it's really stable in my chicken coop. I could just hang out in there. Oof, my condolences. I technically work retail, but I just unload trucks and stock shelves. Occasionally I'll help out with other stuff because I'm forklift certified. But if they ever tried training me on the cash register, I would just quit. Do you see dead people? Femboys? How quickly is my stability going up? Not quickly at all. Maybe if I put these cursed torches around, my stability will go up faster. It's not called sanity, but this little cog I've got spinning around clockwise is technically a sanity meter. Are you saying that you see a girl in a micro bikini, or that you see that you are? Okay, so you see one. I don't know enough about Vietnam to know if that would be normal, but I live in California, and as much as I hate it here, it's not uncommon to see people walking around in, like, swimwear. But I also don't live near any large bodies of water, so I don't know why they do it. Like, if we were in LA or San Francisco's a bit on the cooler side, I wouldn't swim there. What's it called with all the sea lions? San Diego is a pretty common place to see people walking around in just swimwear. 1 in 10,000, it's like a shiny Pokemon. What time is it now? It's 10:36. There's so much I want to do, but at this point, basically everything that I should be doing requires that I wait. I guess I could be using my time a little bit more efficiently than I am. I've got iron blooms I can turn into iron. I can also put some of my arcanum away. That is fair. There is also the old Greco-Roman look at it. The Romans were convinced that, like, even if you are doing another man, it's only gay if you're the bottom. Is that problematic? Very likely. Funny, though. As many things as there are, like, terrible about the past, there is a lot of humor in it as well. I just like learning things. Hammer. Yoink. Come on. Let me out. Oh, I'm stuck by the snow. There we go. Darn it, there's a bowthorn out here. I can't do shit. Oh. Alright, the bowthorn is annoying, but I'm gonna have to take care of this drone first. I might have to take care of the bowthorn first. There you are, bowthorn. Don't shoot at me point blank. Alright, bowthorn dead. Go to the pig is still alive. Where did the drone go? Oh, there you are. Why are you in my house? What element are you? Wind. I don't think wind is an element I've seen too often. Oh. Get out of my fucking house. Alright, this is just a dirt hole in the ground. But I was living in it. Are you dead? Just emoting for some reason? Alright, it's dead. I don't think I have any wind crystals, so let's go ahead and pick that up. Where's my knife? Probably just on the ground, because that's who I am as a person. Yep, here it is. Now, rift activity is calm, so I should be able to go get some of my charcoal without being harassed. I say should, because there's just a lot of stuff around here. Really? Just a single rust crystal? Couldn't even give me an earth crystal? Not earth, wind? Aw, my hazelnut bushes. It's too cold for them to produce. My dwarf pine are surprisingly doing fine, considering the dwarf pine that direction are too cold. I'm not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth. If I can get a good amount of dwarf pine cones, it's a really good source of protein. It's plant protein, but the game doesn't differentiate. I don't think I could go vegan IRL. Or even fully vegetarian. I could probably do pescatarian. I can imagine that being not ideal for sure. Alright. Why'd that make such a weird crashing sound? Doesn't matter. Go ahead and put my knife here just for now. Don't light that until my iron bloom is in it. What am I, a crazy person? Yes, yes I am. Dang it. Whatever. Might as well just have all 6 on me. No reason not to. I'm not going to light both. I'll probably light the second one as soon as I'm like halfway done with this first one. I need my tongs though. Alright, from the sounds of it, you're just forgetting all of your clothes. If you're going to be in front of customers, I'd make sure that you're at least wearing a shirt and trousers. Now I'm just watching metal heat up slowly. I mean, I'd imagine, since it's like almost 600 degrees Celsius, that it would take longer to heat it up to that in real life. So I guess I can't complain, but I'm going to. Might as well eat one more bread. That was a complete sentence. I wanted to say might as well eat one more of my breads, but that's not what I said. Somebody once told me the world was gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. If you are playing Vintage Story, be careful working with hot metal, because you need tongs in your offhand to not be burnt. It's probably hot enough to work. Yoink. Alright. Hammer. Start breaking away the slag. Come on. This looks like it's probably got enough pixels. Or voxels. I don't know the difference. Each voxel is a couple pixels, so that might be the difference. What the hell is a voxel? Alright. Let's go ahead and start pulling these up. Oh, there's more slag. I'm going to have to break off. Rotate you. Pull you up as well. This is extremely therapeutic though. Huge fan. The water is currently frozen, but it's also really nice when I was doing this in the spring because you can hear the waves gently crash against the dirt shack I live in. Darn it, I have nowhere to place this super hot piece of metal. There we go. Meant to light this before I finished, but of course I got distracted. music is pretty good as well. I really like Vintage Story. It's a good game. I'd imagine my regular viewers are getting sick of it. Or possibly not. I know Vicar would probably watch me stream Voices of the Void if I actually do the tutorial and learn how to play the game. Last time I streamed Voices of the Void, I just kind of got lost and then jumped off of a tower to my death. Which is probably what I would do in that universe. Let's see here. I tried streaming Voices of the Void on my birthday, so all the way back in January. I think it's updated a bunch since even then. Yeah. I mean, even if you're missing a couple articles of clothing, it's more important to go to work. I occasionally forget important stuff like my marker and box cutter when I leave for work. I can't imagine you can get underwear or a bra at the workplace. But they'll supply me with another box cutter. They also ask that I return it, but I don't. I've got like 11 box cutters and I forget to grab a single one of them occasionally. Dang, this ingot's got like 2 ingots worth of voxels on it. Boom, Thingabeauty. Oh, I'm hammering it the wrong way. That could have been bad. Go ahead and start pulling these voxels up to where somewhere I can use them. I guess it only has 1 ingot's worth of voxels. They were just all off on the side for some reason. Might as well pull you down. What's up? Wow to having like 11 box cutters and somehow still forgetting to grab one. Damn it, me. I can save it, but messing up is not a good idea. Boom, saved it. Alright. Let's go ahead and keep making these. I want to check my salt, but I know that it has not been a lot of time at all. Does this game have skins? I think there are texture packs. I don't know how outdated those are, though. Why would I like both of those? I'll probably be fine, but that was stupid. I don't know, we'll see if I'm punished. Never punished. Cauldron's empty. Knees weak, arms heavy. That's gonna take a while to heat up. I'll go check on my salt. Darn snow, trying to trap me in my dirt shack. To do 1.3 days. I'll have salt. The salt isn't going to help me with the magic thing, but it does mean I can make those dumplings I keep talking about making. That being said, it's almost 7 AM. I don't know when my housemate wakes up, but I'm going to have to stop streaming when he does. Somebody once... Why is that stuck in my head? I do think that America should just suck it up and make Smash Mouth, or All Star, by Smash Mouth our national anthem. What even is a Star-Spangled Banner? Probably hot enough to work. Start making this. Whoops, wrong setting. Yeah, I know more of the lyrics to Smash Mouth than I do the Star Spangled Banner. Actually, I think I know the... Not Smash Mouth. The band is Smash Mouth, but All Star is the only song anybody cares about, so I keep just mixing up the names. Dang. This one is missing a lot of voxels. I'll hopefully be fine. I do believe that Smash Mouth also made that Why Can't We Be Friends song. I don't think there's enough voxels here. That might barely... How fucking hot is that ingot? I guess bloom. Am I loud? Like streaming? Unfortunately, my computer desk won't fit in the small-ass office that is technically my bedroom. So I'm set up in the dining room, which is not ideal. Originally, my housemate and I agreed that because I've got the smaller room, I would pay $50 less in rent, but that never happened. But I do fewer chores, so I'm not going to bring it up. Hell yeah, unpunished. That is the closest I've come to not being able to make an ingot, though. I actually really liked Shrek movie. Shrek the 2, or Shrek 2, or Shrek 2, yeah. The second Shrek movie, Shrek 2, I would actually say is probably better than the first one. But I don't think they knew the first one was going to be the masterpiece that it was. And then Shrek the Third sucks, nobody talks about it. World is better off forgetting that the Shrek the Third ever happened. And then Shrek Forever After was a really damn good send-off for the series, but they're making another one. And I don't know how progress on the fifth Shrek movie is going, but they should honestly just not make it. Shrek Forever After was the send-off the series deserves. And I would honestly rather have no fifth Shrek movie than a good one, but it's likely going to suck, based on my powers of pattern recognition. Boom. I don't have nearly enough iron blooms to actually make a set of armor. Whoops. But turning these into ingots is going to help me. I do wish I could still just use one coal. Boom. Gonna need one of these. It's going to take a while to heat up, so I might as well check on this. I have noticed that if rift activity is calm and I'm not being assaulted by monsters, I'm hiding somewhere and doing stuff. But when things are full chaos outside, I tend to be up there just doing shit. Also, you don't want to step on molten ingots? Oh, I'm fine. I can just stand on 800 degrees Celsius ingots and be totally fine, I guess. That should have damaged me. I don't know why it didn't. I've actually not seen a trailer or anything for the fifth Shrek movie. I think I've seen just like, I hope it's shitty AI art of one of Shrek and Fiona's kids. That better not be what she looks like in the movie. Because if it is, it's just going to guarantee the movie is trash. But also, like I said, it shouldn't even be made. No, you shouldn't try that. I don't actually care. It's up to you. Just because I'm a prude doesn't mean I get to tell other people what they can and can't do. It is odd that you would ask, though. But even if you are just trolling, chat rate is good. Come on. I need these voxels to actually move. Who the hell is Felicia? I'm guessing it's the name of, of the ogre that I've seen. One moment, I gotta clear my throat. I can't see the name Felicia without thinking of that Bye Felicia meme. I never finished it. I don't think I started it, actually. I almost did a Let's Play of Pokemon Wilted Y, which is a challenge mod for Pokemon Y, since it's not very difficult on its own. And since I'm a Ghost Monotype trainer, and the game forces you to have a Lucario for a specific fight, I was going to name it Felicia, and then just release it at the end of the fight and be like, bye Felicia. Yeah, that's what I figured that was. And then there's one of the zebra donkeys. That could just be a meme. Everyone was like, oh, Shrek and Fiona's gay daughter, and then Donkey and Dragon's gay son. Well, they said lesbian daughter. Which I suppose is more linguistically accurate. I'm confident that was just a meme, though. Ferguson Fargus? No idea. I just know they're making a 5th Shrek movie. I also know there are trailers. I've not seen those. Oh, my neck. Soulbind to a Sanctum. Oh yeah, that's what I was doing. I could have been meditating while these heat up, but it's a tiny bit too late. If I make mage armor, which I probably could do if I just looked up how, I could meditate more effectively. Alright, that's enough meditation. See, I didn't even know there was more than one dragon. Or donkey. Most of my exposure to Shrek 5 has been memes that I've seen online. Although memes are practically how news is spread these days. Like every time you see the Destiel Super Hell meme, you know that bad news is about to be shared. Go ahead and get these into place. I just moved that, I don't know, I'm trying to move it back. It's normally a good idea to rotate your work surface, not the voxels themselves, but there we go. Or not rotate the voxels. It's a better idea to just keep rotating your project instead of turning it towards you like that. Like changing modes. Considering I was struggling to say a sentence just now, I should consider ending my stream sooner than later anyway. Don't go casting spells, I still got a soulbind to this sanctum. Hell yeah, soulbound. The heart of a mage. On that note, I'm now out of mana again. Let's go and close that. That'll keep all the monsters out. Let's see here. Wrong button. Mage Candle. Advance to Archmage. That would be a handy thing to have. Nah, I don't want to cheat. Would be funny, though. Let's look up Apprentice, since I don't want any Archmage stuff. A lot of staves I have to scroll past, though. Apprentice robes. Light essence ash. Does it have to be light essence? No. Light essence is what I have access to, though. Some scrolls, and then a bunch of fibers. Mage weave. Mage weave, diamond stitches. Alright, yes, I can make the whatevers. I've never seen the Shrek fighting game. I have seen a couple of Shrek party games, though. Game Grumps. No, was it Game Grumps? Might have been Game Grumps. Did Game Grumps ever play the Shrek party game, or am I confusing the Game Grumps with the Irish YouTubers? Why is my Black Nightshade trying to flower? It's too cold. If it actually did produce flowers, that would be one thing. Temporal touch. I should hold on to that for the next time a thing tries attacking me. Apprentice hat. Alright, yeah, that does need the Eldrathrium Resonator, which I have. So I think the next stream I'll probably actually make some Mage Weave clothing. Something to get my meditation rate successful. I'm losing track of words. I'm just saying things at this point. Speaking of fighting games, though, a game that I actually really liked, and it's not everybody's cup of tea, was Digimon Rumble Arena 2. I actually grew up with both Digimon and Pokemon. Oh, I can't seal it. Oh, I gotta scrape it first. One moment. No, so I grew up with both Digimon and Pokemon, but I grew up with the games. I didn't watch the anime for either. I did own the Digimon movie, and I remember watching it at least a few times. Do I need to make another knife? Where's my knife? Probably broken. Can I pick this up? It doesn't say I can't. I'm gonna hope I can pick that up and that it just doesn't live in my cellar forever. Although I don't think it would surprise anybody if that's just like a permanent part of my cellar now. I'm keeping everything in my cellar. You have to make another knife. It's fine. Let's go ahead and nap. Knife blade. Perfect. Put this away because I don't need any rocks on my person. I do need a stick, though. Stick. Knife. Come on, knife. Scrape the hides. Alright. Going to put my knife up here. Boom. Put these in the tannin. Stop trying to snow me in. A roof with like an overhang would be handy, so that I can actually leave my house. Alright. I should end the stream now. I do appreciate everybody who's been in here chatting, keeping me company. Those of you who are just lurking, you are equally appreciated. If you ever do want to say hi in chat, I do not bite. I'll even respond to a lot of strange stuff. Follick, you seem to show up just when I'm ending, which is unfortunate. That is how timing does tend to happen, though. I'll go ahead and actually type in my chat. I appreciate everybody here. If you're watching this as a VOD, you have the patience of a saint. Whoops, I can't type. If we all want to just keep chatting in my offline stream, I'm not going to stop you. But yeah, I do appreciate you all. Looking at my analytics, I'm actually pretty close to being able to partially monetize. But just because I can, doesn't mean I will. Maybe set it up for super chats. If anybody wants to send me $1, I can just spawn a Nightmare Drifter, which will instantly kill me. I don't think that we can set it up like that. That would be a lot of fun, though. I do think it would be cool if I could set it up where if somebody does subscribe to the channel, it spawns like a... Not like a Nightmare Drifter, that would just kill me in 2 hits. But something fun, like... Maybe not a Shiver, definitely not a Bowthorn. But like an Arcane Sentry, that would be cool. I do gotta end the stream, though. So, like the video if you enjoyed, subscribe for more, and fizzity farewell. I almost hit my end record button, even though I'm not recording.